Now let's go up to the press box with Bobby and Tommy Wells.
Oh, and welcome. Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
Okay, a little bit of mix up here, but again, welcome here to Greyhound Stadium here in Strawn, Texas, for a budding rivalry here. Is the Strawn Greyhounds versus the Ranger High School Bulldogs. Strawn coming in at 2-4 for the season. Ranger coming in at 2-3. Should be quite an offensive show going on here tonight under the lights. Strawn comes in, they're averaging just over 30 points a game, as is Ranger. The big deal here, defensively, Strawn is giving up on the average about 67 points a game. Quite an unusual thing for the Greyhounds, as they're traditionally one of the stronger teams in the state. So if Ranger the ability to can get the ball moving and get it in the end zone, this could be a real slobber knocker. Teams are at midfield. They are doing the coin toss. And we'll be ready to get underway here momentarily. Again, Strawn coming in at 2-4 for the season, and Ranger coming in at 2-3. We will take a minute here for the national anthem, and then we'll be back here for the kickoff.
Hey, buying a house? Where at? How many square feet? Single story or two? Oh, and who's your mortgage lender? Yeah, your mortgage. At First Financial Bank, our bankers know mortgages like realtors know neighborhoods. Talk with us before you go house hunting. We'll help you find a mortgage that's a perfect fit so you can find a home that's just right. Who's your mortgage with? The answer is easy. First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Smith's Tactical Sales at 1301 West Loop 254 in Ranger is an accredited business with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They've received 5 stars for customer service on Google and Facebook, and they have layaway plans available. Get ready for hunting season with everything you could need from Smith Tactical Sales in Ranger, with accessories like grips, cases, and earmuffs. And you'll never have to sacrifice fashion with their wide variety of concealed carry purses. Smith's Tactical Sales, 1301 West Loop 254 in Ranger, 817-773-8016.
Ranger College is one of the fastest growing 2-year colleges in the nation. While Ranger College's location might be rural, its campus community is international, with students from Australia, Russia, England, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and of course the great state of Texas. The mission of Ranger College is to transform lives and give students the skills to be a positive influence in their communities. For more information about Ranger College, visit rangercollege.edu. Ranger College.
Whoops. And we are back here at Greyhound Stadium. Teams getting ready for the kickoff. We're joined here at the press box by Julie Elrod with MicroplexNews.com and the whole host of workers up here.
And we have Tommy Wells doing our play-by-play tonight. We appreciate him being here. This is streaming out, in case you have some confusion, to Microplex News and KATX.
Yes, it's a dual process here tonight. We're taking them to everyone, covering both Strawn and Ranger.
And we appreciate everybody watching here. And I want to thank Gordon Hardware, one of our sponsors, for Strawn football.
Strawn line will kick off. Bulldogs lining up on the, I guess that would be the west end of the field. Back deep for Ranger, James Yulhorn. There's a short kick. Going to roll down just past the 35. Going to be covered there. So Bulldogs will take over their first possession here. Ball at the Greyhound 37, 1st and 15. Bulldogs in their maroon pants, white shirts, maroon sleeves, and the maroon helmets. They'll be going from right to left on your radio dial. High formation for Ranger. The snap, pitch back to Yulhorn. He's going to take it up the middle, cuts out to the right, and James Yulhorn is off to the races. 43-yard touchdown run there. James Yulhorn on the first play of the contest. And Ranger up to 6-0 with the extra point to come. Again, for those of you who have not followed Strawn, this is one of the traditional powers here in the state of Texas. Winner of 5 state championships. However, this is a very young Strawn team. They have struggled with defense this season. Bulldogs out, try the extra point. Kicking will be Nick Gilbert, holding Leo Martinez. There's a snap back to Leo. Kick is up, and it is waiting for the official to. It is going to be blocked. It's no good. So 6-0. 9:52 to go here in the first quarter. It's not often that you go one play for a touchdown, just 8 seconds into this thing, especially with the Strawn Greyhounds. We're joined here in the press box by former Strawn Greyhound, Bobby Wells. Bobby played all 4 years of high school here with the Greyhounds. Took them to the state semifinals a couple of times. He had a shoulder injury his senior year, kind of a brutal senior year, but we got through it. We're waiting for Julie to turn Bobby on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. There you are.
There we go.
How about that?
Alrighty,
Can we
yep.
hear you there? We put a little gain on
Yeah,
you.
we went deep in the playoffs, but things happen and we just didn't get it done.
It was you had a good career and you helped add to that strong tradition. So hopefully along the way today, we'll give you some little insight to both of these programs. As Bobby said, grew up here in Strawn. I myself grew up in Ranger. Strawn Ranger lining to kick off, doing the kicking. Nick Gilbert. Nick's a sophomore, part of that team that won the independent 6-man state championship a year ago. Again, Ranger comes into this contest ranked number 3 according to 6manfootball.com's independent rankings. They are ranked behind East Texas Homeschool and Keene. A win here tonight would even Rangers record at 3-3. Gilbert approaches the ball. There's going to be a short kick, going to roll down around past midfield, and there's a scrum there on the Strawn side of midfield. We're going to have a penalty on the play. Looks like a offside penalty.
Yeah, Justin Patton covered it up real nice there, though.
Yeah, that's the main thing on those kickoffs. When it's on the ground, don't try to be a superhero and pick it up. Just basically get on top of the ball and give your offense a chance.
Yeah.
Strawn will take over at their own 38, 1st and 15. Again, this is a pretty potent Strawn offense. Come in averaging just over 38 points a game. And of course, if you have not followed Strawn, you aren't familiar that these guys can put up points. They put up 104 points against Rotan 2 weeks ago. And last week they threw up just over 60.
It's good to see your offense moving and everything going.
Spread formation for Strawn. Snap back. Taking the snap, there's number 3. That is Queso Nunez. Throw out into the right flats, incomplete. In and out of the hands of Jesse Corona. That'll bring up 2nd and 15.
Unfortunately, that's just one of those you wish you could get back. It just hits you right in the hands, and you just dropped it right there.
Early in the game, we had a little bit of butterflies going on for both teams.
Some butterflies going on. So you got some adrenaline pumping. You just got to settle down and get things going.
Spread formation again. 2 backs behind Nunez. There's the snap. Straight drop back. Looks over, throws it out into the right flats, and no one was there. He overthrew Corona probably about 5 yards.
Looked like they ran that exact same play, and just this time it was overthrown.
And again, this is a much different team than the Strawn Greyhounds that won the state championship a year ago. I believe they have all 6 starters are new. So, it takes a little while. And Dwayne Lee is an accomplished 6-man football coach. He'll get the bugs worked out of this system. The time they hit district, they will be rolling. Spread to Nunez, takes the pass. He's going to try that same pass over. It's going to be picked off. Picked off by right about the 35. And going to be.
And Xavier
Moreno.
About the 17-yard line. Almost took it back for a pick 6.
He did. He did a great job of picking the ball off, and then he works his way from the near side of the field all the way to the far side before being pushed out of bounds.
good job to the defense as well, though. I mean, you can't take anything away from them. They made adjustments to what the previous two plays were. They made adjustments to it, and they were there for that third time right there.
We do have a penalty on the play, so I think that may be coming back as Rangers now walking its way back across midfield.
We do a quick ad here for Gordon Hardware.
Pass interference on the defense.
Holding.
You just showed.
We got that. No, we don't got. Okay, y'all. I just want to thank Gordon Hardware, Mary's Cafe, First National Bank of Strawn, Mel's Diner and Mingus, and somebody on the back page. Greyhound Packasack, Trey's Construction, New York Hill Restaurant, Janice Grice Insurance Agent, and TV's Deer Processing. Thank y'all for sponsoring our Strawn Greyhounds.
Yeah, Julie thinks we're trying to dominate the
I
mic here.
know.
She's wanting to pay some bills, and we're not going to let her.
And we got to pay some bills.
Ranger with the ball. Ball all the way back to the Bulldog 28-yard line. There's the snap handoff to Nick Gilbert. He'll go around the right side, and Nick Gilbert got plenty of real estate in front of him. He'll be dragged down in Strawn territory by Michael Barcenas.
Very good run. About a 18-yard run right there.
Ball all the way down to the 31-yard line.
That is one thing you can say is you can't stress enough on the defense. Containment. Make them come back inside. You never want to get them on the outside.
Bulldogs in tight formation. One back behind Medina at quarterback. There's the snap, the pitch out to James Yulhorn, but there's going to be a flag before anything gets going. So I believe Rangers going to be called for illegal procedure. That'll back the Bulldogs up to about the 36-yard line. Bring up 1st and 20. One thing you have to notice here is that the Ranger Bulldogs have a huge offensive line here.
They do. They are big boys compared to what Strawn is running right now.
Leo Martinez under center for the Bulldogs. Yulhorn the lone back behind him. There's the snap, the pitch back to Yulhorn. He'll go up the middle. Now he cuts back to his left side. Got a little bit of territory out there before he's run out of bounds by Corona.
Maybe about a 7-8 yard gain right there.
Pushed him out right about the original line of scrimmage. Down to about the 25. So 2nd and 9. You were talking a little earlier about the importance of those defensive ends and keeping people contained. And you can see that if Rangers trying to hit that corner.
Yeah, and that's what you want to do as a back or your offensive line. You want to make that room so your running back can get out there. 2nd
and 9, Bulldogs to the line. Martinez takes the snap. There's an end handoff, and it's going to go nowhere. As actually, I think that Martinez never got a chance to hand the ball off.
Laundry on the field. I think it may be a face mask on Strawn's side.
The Greyhounds had a pretty good penetration there on the defensive line as Martinez never got a chance to hand the ball off.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of like bobbled it. As soon as he received it from the center, he kind of bobbled it a little, and it kind of stopped the whole play from functioning.
Of course, a little trivia for everyone who is, I grew up in the Ranger area, and we all know this, the Ranger Bulldogs. Can you tell me, Bobby, way back in 1921 to 1924, what was the original mascot for the Ranger Bulldogs?
Yeah, that's probably a trivia question. I actually do not know. So
don't you remember back in the 20s?
It was just like a couple of years before I was born.
Yeah, there you go.
But the original name was the Ranger Rampagers. They played under that mascot for about 4 years. And it has happened before. The Ranger and Strawn, I said earlier, this is a budding rivalry. Ranger wants to play Strawn. Strawn wants to play Ranger. But the last time this happened at the varsity level was 1936. Ooh. So 90 years ago was the last time that these two teams met in a varsity game.
That's interesting.
I missed the penalty.
Was Ranger, right, I guess, 6-man back then?
No, these both
were 11-man.
Yeah, both were 11 at that time.
Yeah, I think that's all they had.
Ball moved to the Strawn 10-yard line with the penalty. Martinez brings them to the line. Tight formation. Yulhorn the lone back behind him. There's the pitch back to Yulhorn. He'll fight his way forward, and he may not get back to the line of scrimmage as a whole host of Greyhounds were there to wrap him up.
About a loss of 1 yard right there.
And that is something that's a Dwayne Lee specials. Coach Lee, he takes great pride in his defense.
Yes. But, his whole thing is smash mouth football is what we want to play.
Thanks for everyone joining us here at Greyhound Stadium. This game was originally supposed to be played in Ranger, but they made some last-minute changes, and we bring it down here to the heart of six-man football country. Bulldogs to the line. Martinez under center. One back behind him. Martinez takes the snap, rolls to the right. He throws it out in the right flats, and it is good.
Landon Farmer, what a real good catch. Good catch.
Landon Farmer doing a good job as that offensive end. He just kind of releases out into the right flats, and no one was there to cover him. So 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Good start here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, very, very good because so you're not immediately releasing. You actually want to fake like you're actually blocking and then release. So very good on his part.
Nick Gilbert lining up for the extra point attempt. Snap back, the kick is up, and it is going to be a little short.
No good.
That'll make the score 12-0 here in Strawn. 7:55 to go here in the opening quarter.
Now I get to do an ad. Okay.
We'll take that advantage. We'll send one out as well. I don't know if
No, we can't because
okay.
I did never figure out how to do that. When it comes to hardware, it helps to have an expert in your corner. That expert is Gordon Hardware. Gordon Hardware carries everything from household supplies to plumbing supplies, from paint supplies to power tools. Gordon Hardware is now carrying Whirlpool and Maytag appliances. Conveniently located at 106 South Main in downtown Gordon. Locally owned and operated by John and Brandy Sizemore. You can trust the experts at Gordon Hardware. Gordon Hardware is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and tomorrow they're open 8 to 5. So go buy Gordon Hardware now. Well, we don't have time.
Brandy Sizemore, because I'm an old guy now, so I remember as Brandy Martin. We can say hello to Brandy Martin, but, John's from Gordon. I don't know that we want to say hello to John.
Met Brandy when she was a waitress at Mary's.
Yes.
Another one of our sponsors.
I remember when Brandy and Misty, her older sister, were playing on the basketball team. And at one point there, they didn't have enough girls to have a team. So they kind of joined the boys squad under Jeff. I tell you, it's going to go a long way back if I remember that. So. Of course, Jeff is a former history teacher and coach, Jeff Braun. So. Let's give Jeff his props. I mean, he spent many days out here when this was a cinder track.
Excellent teacher as well. Excellent teacher.
Bulldogs line it up. They'll kick it from their own 30. There's a short kick, bounces on the ground. Picked up by Strawn. They'll return it just past midfield. As Martinez will pick it up and bring it back. Michael Barcenas. 1st and 15 for Strawn.
Very good cover by Michael as well. It's not as easy as it looks to pick up a ball coming bouncing right at you.
Yeah, that ball is bouncing. It's coming at you fast and spinning. So the thing you can do and hang on to it, that's number one priority. Greyhounds come to the line. Shotgun formation, 2 backs behind Nunez. There's the snap. He'll drop straight back, get a little bit of pressure, dump it off to Corona underneath, and Jesse will work his way down deep into Ranger territory, all the way down to about the 17 before he's dragged out of bounds by James Ulehorn.
Very nice design play. It takes out you got your receivers out here. You just take the defenders down the field. They have to follow you. If not, you get that free touchdown. And it opens up that little screen pass right there that they just did. And excellent play execution on Strawn's side right there.
And Nunez did a very good job. He let that defensive end come in and apply some pressure. And when he did, he just dumped it right over his head.
Very, very well played.
Shotgun formation, Strawn with the ball. There's the snap back. They'll hand it off to Corona. He tries to get around the left. He's going to be wrapped up right about the original line of scrimmage. He might have got a yard out of it. Down to the 15. Showed some good poise there by the Bulldogs. They did not get too far up the field. They forced Jesse, tried to reverse course, and when they did, they just kind of wrapped him up. That's going to bring up 2nd down now. I can see Julie over here. She's prepping to read another ad. She's just waiting.
No, I'm just.
Shotgun, snap back, pitch over to Corona, and Jesse working off the left side.
About a 5-yard gain right there.
It's a nice play there by Strawn. They're doing a good. Those ends, as you can see, they're maturing a little bit. Earlier in the season, they were struggling to get those blocks and to hold them. And you can see the advancement they've made here over the last 5 weeks. They're holding them just a little longer and giving Jesse a chance to hit that corner.
And that just comes with experience. Like, as you said, Strawn's relatively young. And so more experience they get, the better they'll get through it.
Ball at the 10-yard line. 3rd down now. Greyhounds will stay in the shotgun. 2 backs behind Nunez. There's the snap. He'll drop straight back. Lofts it over into the right flats. It is complete. Oh, incomplete. They're going to wave it off.
Hit him right in the chest, unfortunately. He just couldn't hang on to it.
I remember those passes way back when I played for the Ranger Bulldogs. The worst thing you could do was throw it to me. So they never did.
Yeah, that was about my way as well, you know. I could run. I just couldn't catch that well.
Big down coming up here for the Greyhounds. Well, it's 3rd down now. It's 3rd on the board. Let me see. It is indeed 3rd down. From the 10.
Strawn lining up in an I formation.
Takes the snap, pitch back to number 22. And he is going to dance his way around the left end for a touchdown.
Very nice on the running back. You got to give him props where it was.
That is Michael Barcenas.
And that's a Greyhound Pack-a-Sack sponsored touchdown. So just want to throw that in there. Thank you.
Well, hey, Lisa Hodgkins will appreciate that. 6:53 to go here in the first quarter. Lining up to try the extra point for Strawn is Leo Della Torre. Leo, a senior.
Nunez holding. It is snapped. It's hold. It's up. And
it just snuck over the ball. It was a low snap. You have to give Nunez a lot of credit for digging that out and getting the ball up, and the laces spun.
I'll let you do your ad. You want me to add it? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Greyhound Pack-a-Sack is your one-stop spot for whatever you need. I was going to turn a little Greyhound Pack-a-Sack thing on here, too. There we go. And they have gas, diesels, groceries, deer corn, hunting and fishing licenses, ice, snacks, and fountain drinks. The grill offers weekdays lunch specials and menu items like a delicious cheeseburger or a quesadilla, along with those quick grab items like corn dogs, burritos, and Crispitos. They even offer fresh-baked Hunt Brothers Pizza. Friendly service with a place to sit and eat. Be sure and stop by the Pack-a-Sack today.
Julie just let you know the secret for Strawn football there. They feed them that door corn. It really makes them grow big. 6:53 to go here in the first quarter. Ranger leading 12-8. Again, this could be a real slobber knocker offensively. Both of these squads can score. Strawn, a little short kick, and it goes between the Bulldog legs. Maybe one of them got on it. They did. Nick Gilbert was happened to be in the right place at the right time for the Bulldogs.
It was almost Strawn football right there.
One of the Ranger Bulldogs went up to field it, and it went between his hands and between his legs, and Nick was just going, hey, I found something.
I'm curious to see if Ranger right here is going to be able to keep the ball rolling with their defense or with their offense, and see if Strawn made any kind of adjustments to actually stop Rangers' run game right now, because right now Rangers' run game is just really strong.
1st and 15 from the Bulldog 35. Ranger will come to the line, a tight formation. One back behind Leo Martinez. That is Yulhorn. The pitch back to Yulhorn. He'll cut off the left side, goes back to the right. And James Yulhorn is off to the races again.
And that is touchdown.
45-yard touchdown run there by James Yulhorn.
Unfortunately, that's not what you want to see. All the credit to Yulhorn. Great run. Great job noticing the open field, breaking the tackles. But as a strong defense, you just can't arm tackle. You have to wrap up and hold on.
6:42 to go here in the first. Nick Gilbert out to try the extra point attempt. Yulhorn, another one of those guys back from that team that won the independent six-man state title. Ironically, this is a matchup of two teams that won six-man titles last year.
Broken field goal, but they throw it, and it's caught.
That is Leo Martinez, who is the placeholder. The bad snap, he picks it up, rolls to his right, throws it in the end zone, and it is good for 1 point. Those of you who are new to six-man football, if you happen to run or throw an extra point, it is worth 1. If you kick it, it's worth 2. It's just the opposite of the crowded field game.
Yeah.
I'm trying to read the score.
It is now 19-8, Ranger on top.
I got my score.
And I will take this opportunity to bring a commercial here.
Yes, go ahead.
The Texas Cattle Exchange is a premier livestock marketing facility focused on providing quality service and customer satisfaction. Located on the I-20 South Access Road just east of Eastland, Texas Cattle Exchange hosts a weekly auction every Tuesday at 11 a.m. The facility features excellent display pens and an air-conditioned auditorium. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Texas Cattle Exchange is your premier livestock marketing facility. For more information, call Joe Cooper at 254-433-2496 or the office at 254-629-2288.
When it comes to selling your home and buying a new one, you can count on the friendly staff at Ranger Realty to get your home sold and find your dream home. Ranger Realty is a full-service real estate agency serving Eastland and surrounding counties and features homes, ranch, commercial properties, and lake properties. Ranger Realty and Sean Wells are proud to bring you this broadcast on Ranger Bulldog Football. Ranger Realty, 254-647-1587.
And welcome back to Strawn, Texas. Bulldogs out for the kickoff. There it is. It's a line drive kick, going to roll on the ground. Picked up by Barcenas, and at the 30, he's going to return it all the way back into Bulldog Terry. Gets down to about the 28.
Very good, very good.
Good speed there by Michael Barcenas. And once he got into a little bit of a clearing, he just turned on the jets. Quick rundown for those who are just joining. Ranger opened the season way back in August. They lost to Newcastle, their opener, 72-42. Strawn coming to the line, 1st and 15 from the 29. I formation. Nunez takes the snap, pitch back to Corona, and Jesse go around the left side, and there is nothing but daylight in front of Jesse Corona. 29-yard touchdown run there for the Greyhounds.
You've got to give it to the linemen. They did their job, and that's how the play is supposed to execute right there.
Textbook blocking there by the center and the left end.
And that was another Strawn Pack-a-Sack touchdown, Greyhound touchdown, sponsored by Greyhound Pack-a-Sack.
6:27 to go here in the first.
Kick is
Strawn
up,
down 19-14.
and it's good.
The kick is good. That will make the score 19-16. Glad to have everyone here on board listening to the Strawn Greyhounds and the Ranger Bulldogs.
All right, we want to thank New York Hill. Start your day off right with breakfast at New York Hill Restaurant in Thurber. Family owned and operated for 3 generations, New York Hill Restaurant offers only the finest, freshest, and finest ingredients, making their own rolls daily. They grind their own hamburger meat and cut their own steaks. Open 7 days a week, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. New York Hill Restaurant, where you always get great food, great service, and a great view. Follow them on Facebook or visit them on the web at ThurberNewYorkHill.com. New York Hill is now hiring full and part-time kitchen staff. Apply in person at New York Hill, Thurber, at Mingus. So there we go. Wait a minute. Are you all back now?
One of the great places to eat is, New York Hill. Strawn will now kick off to Ranger. They'll tee it up at the 30-yard line. Bobby, I know you've played here formerly here with Coach Lee, and you take great pride in playing under Coach Lee. Dwayne nearing a milestone in his career. He enters into this week number 4 as on the all-time coaches winning list. Just about 5 wins behind Vance Jones of Balmorhea.
I mean, great coach. He deserves all the props he can get. He's a great coach.
Ball is placed just inside
Kickoff will roll all the way down to near midfield. I mean, marked at the Strawn 39.5-yard line. Bulldogs will take over. Again, Ranger comes to line. They have a huge offensive line. Leo Martinez under center. Johan the lone back. Tight formation here. There's the snap, and we're going to have a whistle before the snap, and that usually means illegal procedure. Official coming out, and we'll make it official. They'll back them up 5. Tough play there for Ranger. You never want to start deep in a hole like that. Make it 1st and 20. Way back in 1936, the Ranger, in their last varsity meeting, Ranger defeated Strawn 13-0. Of course, now Strawn owns the all-time series. They lead 5-4. All of these were 11-man games. They did play a JV game last year, and then about 6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago, they played a JV game. Bulldogs to the line. Martinez takes a snap, pitch back to Johan. He drops the ball. He alertly turns around and falls on it. That's a loss of about 5 yards.
That is not where you want your offense to be now as a 2nd and 25. It's not ideal for it. I think Ranger's going to pull into the pass playbook right here. I think that's the smart move right here.
It might be an option. You know, they had great success with that little flare out to Landon Farmer, and that might be something that Coach Eric Sanchez goes with again.
And it looks like they're going to go into
a shotgun formation now. Snap back to Leo. Leo tosses it to Johan. Johan looks out in the left side, and he completes it down to the big man.
Richard Escamilla with the catch.
Richard Escamilla all the way down to the Strawn 21. And now Richard is one of those guys, comes into this game in excess of 260 pounds. So, and he might be the baby on the offensive line for Ranger. So Richard Escamilla, nice job getting out into the flats. And then once he got the ball, he turned it and then headed upfield.
Very good. You got to love it when one of the big guys gets the ball.
Absolutely. 1st and 15 now. Ball at the Strawn 21. Tight formation. Johan the lone back. There's the snap. Inside handoff. They tried to give it to Nick Gilbert, and Nick Gilbert was wrapped up immediately.
Oh, right at the line of scrimmage, or maybe a loss of 1. Very close.
Yeah, he might have lost about a half a yard on the play, and Keaton Tunnel was right on the job, man. Nick Gilbert just ran right into him.
Martinez under center. There's the snap. He drops back. He's looking to pass right now. He's getting pressured. He throws it incomplete.
Right in front of the intended receiver. I know you guys like these little trivia questions. Let me ask you, Bob, as a former Greyhound, can you tell me what team does Strawn have more wins against than anyone else in their history?
I'd have to say Gordon just because we play them every year.
That is pretty close. Actually, Gordon is the 2nd most wins. They have actually at 37. Now, they've defeated Moran 38 times. So, penalty here on Ranger. Going to back them up 5 yards, move it back to the 26. Martinez hurries them to the line. There's the snap. Pitch out to Johan. He'll go around the right side. And James Johan got plenty of territory downfield. Pushed down out of bounds right around the 13. Good job there by Kyler Tunnel.
Take nothing away from Rangers' offensive line. They're big boys, and they are pushing their weight like they should be. And great offensive line. I mean, as a running back, you got to appreciate your line when you do that.
And we were talking earlier about Richard Escamilla being like one of the smaller guys. The guy that you want to watch, especially if you get into a tight, a 1st and 1 or 4th and 1, watch a guy named Connor Taylor, number 73. Martinez takes the snap, gives it to Johan, and Johan slips down. He's going to lose all the way back to the 19-yard line. That's a tough play there for the Ranger offense. Anyway, Connor Taylor comes in at 350 pounds.
That's a big boy.
They will line him up in the Refrigerator Perry offense. If they go into a goal line situation, they'll hand it to him. And I promise you, when When Connor Taylor carries the team, he literally will carry the whole team into the end zone. Ball snapped back to Martinez. He bobbles it, drops it on the ground, and I believe Strawn will recover it. Covered there by Caden Fish. No, excuse me, not Caden. That's the other number 5. David Yanez.
Strawn recovered at the 25.
4:20 to go here. Ranger on top, 19-16. That's exactly what the Strawn Greyhounds need. They need to take and create a few opportunities and give their offense a chance to get going.
Strawn lines up in an I formation. There's a snap. There's a pitch back right there.
Jesse Corona.
About a gain of 5.
Out to the 25-yard line. Jesse Corona did a nice job getting around that left end.
Yep.
And again, you have to tip your hat to those offensive linemen for holding that block just long enough for him to get there.
Yeah, they're working as hard as they can, and as I said earlier, you got to appreciate your linemen.
Yeah, you had a few of those in your time, right?
Yeah. You become best friends with them.
Well, Strawn to the line. There's a pitch over to Corona around the left end. This time, not much there. Ranger answers the ball. That's Ulhorn. Ulhorn quickly up from his safety position.
Nice tackle by Ulhorn.
Looked like we may have an injury on the field. Some of the Bulldogs are taking their knee. I believe they are up and moving now.
Okay.
Unfortunately, right there, the play kind of got set back a little bit. The pitch back to Corona was kind of high, so he had to bobble a little bit, and so that's going to slow down the play just a little.
Is that something that it would affect the play when the pitch is a little high?
Yeah, anything that can affect a second moving is a big problem.
Strawn to the line, pitch back here to Barcenas, and Barcenas go off the right side. There's a short gain of about 3. That's going to bring up 4th down.
About 4th and 7.
You were talking earlier about those big offensive line. What is one of them that you remember, Bobby, that they deliver those key blocks?
It's been a while since I've been out, so it's kind of hard to remember back then. But
would you say John would give you Thomas gave you a few blocks, or maybe just laps?
Yeah, he gave me some good blocks. He gave me for sure some good blocks.
Okay.
We have a timeout here.
You want an ad or you want me to add?
We'll let you go. We like to hear you read, Julie. We want to hear more about that door corn.
No, this is about Janice Grice, insurance agent. So let me get over here to my graphics, and we'll put Janice Grice up here so you can write down her new phone number because she's got a new one. And if you need health insurance but don't know where to start, look no further. Janice can help. Janice Grice with Preferred Advisors is your local licensed health insurance agent, specializing in Medicare and health insurance for individuals, families, and small businesses. Call to schedule your free, no-obligation quote today at 940-213-1916 or visit janicecanhelp.com for more information. And just call her up because you can call her Meemaw because she's wife, mom, Meemaw, and licensed agent. So call her any of those things and check on your insurance. Everybody needs a little health insurance. And it's coming up to that time of year, too.
Multi-talented wife, Meemaw, and mom. All.
Yeah, she's a Meemaw.
Strawn back out. They're going to go in a shotgun formation. 2 backs behind Nunez. Ball on the 33. Nunez tried to dump it over the top, and Oscar Villarreal there to jump up and knock it down. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Ball will go to Ranger.
About the 34-yard line.
Again, joined here by former Strawn Greyhound Bobby Wells, and of course me, I'm a former Ranger Bulldog. Although I don't know if I could really say I was a former Ranger Bulldog because mostly I stood on the sideline.
Yeah, I think you got to play like a whole game once to consider yourself that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that happened. Martinez under center, takes a snap, picks back to James Ulhorn. He'll go up. He's going to lose a yard on that play.
And tell me to make you feel better, anybody that went to Ranger is a Bulldog.
Well,
So
yeah,
there
I
you
didn't
go.
say that I wasn't a bulldog. I would say I was a bulldog football player because I
Okay, well,
really
you
watched
didn't. You
a lot.
didn't. You didn't leave that football. You didn't put that football. So you get to just claim bulldog status.
I think it would be safe to say that if they go down in history of maybe the worst athlete ever to attend Ranger, I might be that guy. Martinez brings him to the line. He takes it, rolls to his left, looking downfield, finding nothing. Now he'll scramble about, trying to get away from pressure, lofts it up out into the left flats, and James Yulhorn is there. And once he pulls it in, it's touchdown time.
Wide open.
34-yard touchdown pass from Leo Martinez to James Yulhorn. Yulhorn's third touchdown of the game.
Great job to the quarterback scrambling. It's never easy to make a play happen like that. So when a play's broken, everything's kind of out the window. And good jobs on Yulhorn and the quarterback for making that connection.
Yeah, you definitely have to give Martinez a lot of credit. Even though he's scrambling around, he has to keep his eyes downfield to find a receiver, and he did that. Nick Gilbert out to try the extra point. Snap back, the kick is up, and it is good. Officials a little slow getting their hands up.
Yeah, one of them put their hands up, the other one didn't.
2:11 to go here in the first quarter. Ranger on top 27-16. We still have 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
And y'all go ahead with your sponsors now. That was a Ranger football, whatever.
We will. That is a Ranger touchdown.
Score. Yeah. That's what I was trying to say.
I'm not sure that's a Pack-a-Sack touchdown there.
No.
But I mean, if they want to take credit,
just shut up and do that.
Hunting season is upon us, and the doves will fly. Deer season will soon be here, and Cowboy Spirits of Ranger has all of the adult beverages you need to keep you warm at camp. Cowboy Spirits has the widest variety of adult beverages for just about anyone out there. Cowboy Spirits can keep you in good spirits this hunting season. 713 West Loop 254 in Ranger. Cowboy Spirits open every day but Sunday.
Tyndall's Hardware and Ranger isn't just hardware and paint. They also have appliances. Brands like Whirlpool and Maytag, with a wide selection of washers and dryers, gas and electric ranges, freezers and dishwashers. Will make you a great deal, so why not buy local? Tyndall's Hardware, 709 West Loop 254 in Ranger, 254-647-3322. Go Bulldogs!
Bulldogs back out, ready to kick off again. All kicking from their own 30. Gilbert up, hits the ball, and this time he'll kick it deep. Greyhounds have nobody back there to cover it. Now they'll scramble back, pick it up at the 10, and he'll be brought down. That's Jesse Corona being pulled down about the 7 out there.
Very good kick. I mean, great kick by the kicker. Can't take anything away from him. Strawn needs to react a little bit quicker on that. They were just letting the ball bounce down there. You got to make the call quick.
I think you have to, that Julie must have spoken with your mom because she just told me to refrain from speaking.
Hey, kick the show on the road here.
Strawn first and 15 from the 7. Pitch back to Crony. He'll go around the right side. Bouncing around. He got the hands up around the helmet. And there's going to be a face mask penalty tacked onto this. He's going to be pushed out down around the 18-yard line.
2 flags out there. Are they the same thing?
I'm not for sure that he got a hold of the face mask, but I think it's in that area. If you do it, you're going to get that penalty. We'll wait to see
I need
the
to mic those refs out so we can hear them,
face mask against Ranger. That'll move the ball 15 yards down the field. That's going to move the ball all the way to the 30-yard line, just the inside the 30. First and 15. Strawn coming up tight formation, a T formation. Nunez takes the snap, pitch back to Corona. He's going to drop back looking to pass. Finding no one there. He tries to lob it out in the flats to go over the head of Nunez. Not sure there would have been much there as Leo Martinez was waiting for the ball if he'd have been caught. That's going to bring up 2nd and 15.
Great defense on the Ranger side. They got pressured to him really quickly, and they have their middle is just floating right there, waiting for a little dump pass. good eyes on both on the defense and great pressure.
Again, this is only Rangers' second year as a six-man football program. They are building towards a 2024 debut into the UIL. Corona takes a snap, throws it out in the left flats, and it's going to be over the head of the intended receiver. That's Barcenas out there in the left flats. It's going to be third down. Eric Sanchez said, prior to taking over the Ranger program, he wanted to build it. He wanted to build the Ranger Bulldogs into a program like the Strawn Greyhounds that have, very well respected. To do that, he started last year with baby steps. They went in their first season and won the independent six-man state championship. They're hoping to go back again this year. But what they want to do is build and get their kids experience for that 2024 season. Snap back, giving it to Corona. He pulls it down, looks to run. He'll head upfield. Big gain for Jesse Corona. Down inside the Bulldog 20, 25, all the way down to the 21 before he's pushed out by Johorn. Nice job looking downfield and just avoiding disasters down there field by Corona. Takes a snap, runs off to the right side, off that right end, and then you got to keep his way out all the way down in there.
You got to keep a level mind even when you're getting pressured like that. Good job on his part. You don't want to force something downfield, get a pickoff or a turnover.
1st and 15 from the 22. Nunez takes the snap, turned around, pitches it to Barcenas, and Barcenas around the right side. Going to be brought down from the back side by Nick Gilbert. Nick, the son of Ronnie Gilbert out of Ranger. Nick is going to be an outstanding athlete. Right now, he's bent over. I think he might have jarred his right arm or right elbow. Nunez brings him to the line. T formation. There's the snap. Pitch back to Barcenas. They'll go around the right side. And Barcenas all the way into the end zone untouched.
That right there is a Strawn pack sack touchdown.
That's right. You got that right. Strawn pack sack.
106. Barcenas there with the touchdown run. Extra point to come.
There's a snap. The hold is bobbled. He tosses it up. And no good for it.
That was a heck of an effort, though.
That was a real good effort. Yeah.
The snap was low and in the ground. He digs it out, gives it up, and chunks it out to Jared Stiles. And I think it might have shocked him that the ball was coming his way. Jared's a big young man. He turns around and gets all the way down to about the 1 before he's pulled down.
And that'll put the score to 22-27. Ranger lead.
Y'all doing it now, or am I?
I'll go ahead.
Okay, I do a couple of little short ones here. So we want to thank Trey's Construction. Are you needing a metal building constructed? Look no further than Trey's Construction, serving Strawn and the surrounding area. Owner Trey Hodgkins is the metal building specialist with over 20 years of quality service. Give Trey a call at 817-999-5071 for your next metal building project. And TD's Deer Processing. Attention bow hunters, TD's Deer Processing in Strawn will open on October 1st for bow season. They're ready to process your deer, elk, exotics, or hog. Please drop it off. Please call to drop off 940-452-1990, 940-452-1989.
Strawn ready for the kickoff here. There's a low and into the ground, and it's going to roll. Not quite the 10 yards needed, I believe. It's going to be covered by Ranger. Bulldogs will take over. They lead 27-22, 106 to go here in the first quarter. You're talking about Trey's Construction. Trey is a former Strawn Greyhound running back. And back in the day, Trey was a pretty good-sized running back. I wouldn't say that he was like an earth mover, but he was definitely one of those, like a bulldozer.
Yeah. You do not want to stand in his way when he's full speed.
Ranger will take over. Ball at their own 37, 1st and 15. Trey played black with the guys of Stephen Nowak and Michael Diaz. Some really good, strong teams back in the 80s. Bulldogs to the line. Tight formation. Yulhorn, the lone back behind Martinez. There's the snap. Pitch back to Yulhorn. He's going to drop it on the ground. Reaches down, covers it up. It's going to be a loss of about 4 on the play. This is the second time James and Leo have kind of had a little bit of miscommunication on the pitch.
I think Rangers got the nerves kind of going right now, or maybe they're too hyped up. I think they just need to settle down a little bit, and everything will work out.
Second and a long 20 for the Bulldogs. Ball on the 31.
You also got to give it to the Strawn Greyhounds. Their defense has now understood what they need to be doing and is doing it really well.
Martinez brings him to the line, takes the snap. He'll roll around to the right, throws it up, and it's going to be incomplete pass. That right there is all the result of a Kyler tunnel. Martinez took that snap. He rolls to the right side. Kyler tunnel comes up the field and just gets in his face. Excuse me, that is Colby Morton. Colby gets in his face, forces him to throw it off his back foot, and all he can do is throw it up. And it was like a duck that couldn't fly. That'll bring up third down now. Ranger in the tight formation. Nick Gilbert in the slot to the right. Pitch back to Yulhorn. He'll try to get around the right side. Strawn there to force him back the other way.
It's some dirty laundry on the field back about the 30-yard line.
And that's usually an indication of holding if you see it in that area. But Yulhorn does a good job, gets about 6 yards out of the play.
So tell me now, Ranger is playing this year in 6-man because did they not qualify actually for, like, is their population too big for?
Right now, I believe there's 4 over the cutoff for 6-man football, but they have a large class. And once that class passes through, then they will be under the cutoff for 6-man, and they will join the Division I ranks in 2024.
24, okay. I was going to ask what.
That penalty is indeed against Ranger. They're going to mark it off from the 30 all the way back to the 21. It will stay third down. But they may have to get all the way to Mingus to get a first down. Referee's holding up play here just a moment. They finally get it set. Ranger coming up. They'll stay in that tight formation. There's the snap back. Martinez. He gives it up to Yulhorn. Yulhorn looking downfield, throws it up, has a receiver, and it is good. A completion all the way down to the Strawn 34-yard line.
What a great arm and great accuracy to him.
And you have to give your heads up to the receiver there. That's Xavier Moreno. He did not try to run before he got the ball. He made sure it was in his grasp and then just took a knee. That's going to bring up a 4th and manageable for the Bulldogs. We'll have a timeout here, and we'll bring you a few messages.
King Insurance and Ranger has been in business since 1919, providing families of the area with continuous great insurance coverage. Whether you're looking for auto, health, home, farm, ranch, or commercial, King Insurance will make sure that you're covered in the worst-case scenario. Call them today for a quote at 254-647-1171 or stop by 320 West Main Street in Ranger. Hours are Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. King Insurance of Ranger, serving you through all of your insurance needs.
All-Star Custom Apparel, with stores located in Mineral Wells, Eastland, and Santo, but serving all of Texas, is a family-owned custom screen printing and embroidery shop offering t-shirts, caps, hoodies, jackets, and much more. Even event shirts for any occasion. You'll never go without. From graphic design to online spirit stores with fundraising and business and corporate apparel, All-Star Custom Apparel has everything you'll need using top brands like Richardson Cap, Pacific Cap, Bella Canvas, Next Level, Gildan, and Jersey. All-Star Custom Apparel. Like us on Facebook and Instagram.
We are in the second quarter now, 10 minutes left. Score is 22-27, Ranger leading. Rangers about fourth, and I'd probably say 5 right here.
Yeah, long 5. Bulldogs pitch back to Yohorn. He's going to be scampered around. And I believe they grabbed him by the back of his jersey, slung him to the ground, and we're going to have a penalty on the play. I believe that might be a horse collar.
Yeah.
Yohorn doing a nice job of just trying to dance away from the pressure, but once he got up on the greyhounds, just grabbed him around the back of his shoulder pads and pulled him down.
I mean, you hate to see that kind of penalty, but you got to protect the players. You got to give props to where it's due, though. Great job hanging on to the running back.
Yeah, absolutely. The effort was there. It's just a hand in the wrong
spot. It looks
spot.
like the referees are waving it off.
Oh, they did wave it off. That's a nice. So it's going to be a turnover on downs. That's a nice job there by the officials, showing there wasn't any intent there. So first and 15 for Strawn. They're at their own 35. That's a big play there for both teams. Ranger thought they had a first down, and it turns out Strawn will have the ball. So now let's see if the Greyhound offense can take advantage of the opportunity.
This is where they need to capitalize and, make something happen.
T formation for the Greyhounds. Nunez takes the snap. He'll drop straight back, looking downfield. Now he's getting some pressure from Villarreal, throws it in the flats, and it's going to be incomplete. Landon Farmer there in coverage.
We got an injury over here. Looks like something's wrong with his shoulder. I can't exactly see the number to tell you exactly who it is.
He's waiting there. They're talking with
it looks like his shoulder's dislocated. I've had a couple of those, and those are not fun, let me tell you.
Yeah, the funny part, what I have to tell everyone is Coach Lee and Coach Dawson's remedy for that was to drive over the train tracks.
Yeah. When we get a break, we can definitely go over that.
Second and 15 now. Tight formation T. Snap back. They give it up to Corona. He's looking downfield, getting some pressure. He'll pull it down, and he'll scramble to his right side, and he is going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Landon Farmer.
Landon Farmer, great tackle.
That's one of those form tackle things you see, coaches preach about. They'll definitely talk about that in the film room.
Yeah.
That's going to bring up third and about 18. Ball sitting on the Greyhound 33-yard line. There's the snap. They're going to give it back to Corona. He's going around the left side, dances away from one tackler, and he will fight his way forward all the way into Bulldog territory, down to the 35. Great run.
Yep. Great job. Great determination by Corona of just not giving up. You need the yards. You got to push.
4th and 5 now. There's the snap. Pitch it back. They're going to give it to Corona. He's looking downfield, being pressured down by Villarreal. Throws it up. Pass is complete. It's going to be a little short.
Yeah, we're looking about 2 yards, maybe a yard and a half from the first down. Nonetheless, great effort on both sides.
Yeah, Ranger will take over 1st and 15 from that spot. We talked earlier about this is a budding rivalry. This rivalry dates all the way back to 1921. This is actually the 101st anniversary of the first meeting between these two schools. In that meeting was back in 1920. Strawn beat Ranger 53-0.
Did you do any research to see if we have some
I don't believe any
generational players out here?
I did not.
That'd be cool to find out.
Bulldogs to the line. Martinez takes the snap, pitch back to Yohorn. He'll go off the right side, breaks one tackle, and he'll be wrapped up right after about a yard.
You're just so full of cool trivia. I just kind of expected that would really be cool.
I'm kind of a trivial guy.
Great job by Strawn Leo Del Torre. He stopped the quarterback block right in the backfield, and that just made the running back decide real quickly going left to right, and that just brought the tackle to it.
It's going to bring up second, and they're going to mark him right at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 15. Strawn just 17 wins away from 600 all time. Might hit that mark next year.
Martinez in shotgun.
Shotgun for the Bulldogs. That Yohorn behind him. Pitch back to James. Yohorn scramble around his left side. cuts back to the right, and he's got a lot of territory in front of him down the sideline. And dances around, spins out a tackle at the 15, and he will make his way down to the 4. There is no substitute for speed in the 6-man game, and James Julhorn has plenty of that.
Yeah. I'm sure everyone's heard it before, the old saying, you can teach anything, you cannot teach speed, and great speed Julhorn has.
Once he got outside of containment, he was just a mad run. So bring it 1st and goal from the 5.
You do got to give it up to Leo, though. He came from the back, from all the way being in the backfield, and caught up to him and saved that touchdown right there.
Leo De La Torre, right?
Leo Martinez.
Leo Martinez. No, it's the other side.
I'm sorry, Colby Morton.
Yeah.
Apologize about that.
That's all right, Colby. He couldn't read when he's in school anyway.
I still can.
1st and goal from the 5. Martinez brings him to the line, tight formation. He'll take the snap, inside handoff there to Nick Gilbert. Not much there. Man, the Strawn defense was swarming.
Yeah. David Yanez looks to be the tackler on that.
Gain of about 6 inches. We'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Well, I always love having one more team in the group that's only 10 miles away. That's where the road game is 10 miles. I love it.
Anything that eases the time of travel is great. Martinez will bring him to the line. Julhorn, the lone back. There's the snap. Inside handoff again.
Looks like false start on the offense.
We do have a legal procedure penalty. Ranger coming right back with that same play. Evidently, they see something along the Strawn defensive line that they feel they can take advantage of.
Yeah, unfortunately, the running back got a little too hasty. He moved before the ball was actually snapped, and unfortunately.
And one thing we want to notice, Bob, the Ranger Bulldogs all come out in these bright pink socks for breast cancer awareness. So that's a great thing. You're always glad to see that the young guys are helping, support stuff like that.
Yeah, it shows their character as well.
And that's the thing to remember. You want these guys to grow up to be great football players, but also great human beings.
Yep.
2nd down. There's a snap. Give it out to Julhorn. He'll go around the left side. Martinez out there with a good block, and James Wilson will dance inside the pylon. You have to give Leo Martinez a lot of credit on that. Leo, not the biggest guy. He's probably about 5'4". He's the quarterback. But he got outside and delivered a great block that sealed the defense inside, and that allowed James Julhorn to get into the end zone. 6:55 to go here in the first half. Nick Gilbert out to try the extra point. There's the snap from Villarreal. Little slow snap. It's going to be blocked by the Greyhounds. There's a whole host of Strawn Greyhounds there for that. I believe number 55 blocked that one.
That'll bring the score to 22-33 Ranger.
Ranger up by 11 here with 6:55 to go. We'll pass it off to Julie and let her pay some bills.
It's for me. All right, we're on the other side. Here we got Mary's Cafe. Proudly serving Strawn for 36 years, offers their world-famous chicken fried steak and gravy, along with a menu full of other delicious entrees. Offering lunch and dinner 7 days a week, one thing's for sure, you won't leave Mary's Cafe hungry. And the First National Bank in downtown Strawn proudly supports the Strawn Greyhounds. The First National Bank is located at 123 Central Avenue. Contact them at 254-672-5211 or visit them on the web at fnbab.com for all your banking needs. Thank you guys much. We'll probably do one more here. And we have Mel's Diner. Now, Mel's Diner will be sponsoring this second quarter touchdown. So let's hope we get to call their name out a lot. She's got a lot of stuff going over there. Check her out on Facebook with all the different activities she has going on there. It's not just food, not just great food. Lots of things going on over at Mel's Diner in Mingus.
You're talking about Mary's and having all of that, how much food you do get. I'm pretty sure one time I went there, they had a plate, large enough that you could have fed a small nation. You do actually get a lot of chicken fry when you go there.
Yes, you do.
Bulldogs will line it up, tee it up from the 30. They are going from left to right on the radio dial. Again, Ranger dressed out today here in their maroon pants, white tops, with maroon helmets, Strawn in red pants, red tops, white helmets. That's kind of a historic look there for the Strawn Greyhounds. Traditionally, when you were in school, Bob, y'all wore a blacker helmet.
Yeah, we wore a blacker helmet. Our jerseys were more, I think our away jerseys were white and our home jerseys were black.
And this takes you all the way back to the 70s and the 80s, this kind of look. That kick is by Nick Gilbert, will go out of bounds right about the 35. I can see Strawn just taking the ball there. Again, we want to mention that, during this, while they get set, that Dwayne Lee is nearing a milestone. Sorry about that.
I was like, what's going on? I didn't do it.
I accidentally hit the wrong button. My bad. Sorry about that. I was going to mention that Dwayne Lee now number 4 on the active coaching list. 242, 84, and 2 in his career. Nunez brings him to the line here at midfield. Pitch out to Corona. He'll go around the right side. Big gain there by Jesse. Gain of about 8 all the way down to the Ranger 32.
Great job by
Looks like we have a
Corona
flag
as
on the
well.
ground. Again, you have to give the Greyhounds a lot of credit for the development they have had with their ends. If you had been at the opening game in Jayton when they had played Knox City, these young guys had really struggled to get and hold one of those blocks. And in six-man football, you don't have to hold that block for a long time, but if you can hold a block for 3 seconds, that's almost an eternity for a six-man back. Officials meeting at midfield trying to determine there was I believe, a penalty on the ground. A flag. There is, and they're going to be against Strawn. I did not see the
And I don't have playback yet, so we can't.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Strawn. Is going to back them up 15 yards.
Couldn't see exactly what happened.
Yeah, the official was kind enough to look at the opposing bleachers when he did that. So 30 all the way back to the Strawn 33, and we'll have a timeout here. Dwayne Lee takes it with 5:47 to go here in the first half. Ranger leading 33-22. We'll bring you a couple of advertisers.
Hey, buying a house? Where at? How many square feet? Single story or 2? Oh, and who's your mortgage lender? Yeah, your mortgage. At First Financial Bank, our bankers know mortgages like realtors know neighborhoods. Talk with us before you go house hunting. We'll help you find a mortgage that's a perfect fit so you can find a home that's just right. Who's your mortgage with? The answer is easy. First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
And welcome back to Greyhound Stadium. Joined here in the press box by Julie Elrod and Bobby Wells. Bobby, we have to get back and let you tell your story about when you dislocated your shoulder and with the coaches, because it's hilarious what that would happen. Right after this play, we'll try to dive into this. Strawn will come to the line. They will have the ball. Second and about 24 from their own 33. In practice, Bobby was hitting the back and kind of dislocated your right shoulder. Right?
Yeah, my right shoulder. And there's the ref with the play.
Greyhounds in the shotgun. Nunez takes the snap. He'll pitch it back, give it up to Corona. Corona drops the ball, early picks it up, and now he's scrambling around looking for an opening. Bulldogs doing a good job of forcing him out and backwards. Corona will break free, and he's still on his feet, and that's one of those things where I think your legs just run out of gas. We do have a injury here. One of the Bulldogs down right about the 27-yard line. They're going to mark Jesse down at the 30, so it's going to be a short loss on the play. That'll bring up third down. So we do have an injury on the field. So we're back to your injury, Bob. You were in practice, and you got hit, dislocated your shoulder. And Coach Lee and Coach Brent Dawson and Dale Puszczowski, who were coaches here at that time, had a unique solution to that.
Yeah. their solution was watching a YouTube video how to do it, and they let me know about it, and I was like, what is going on here? Unfortunately, that didn't happen. They didn't go through with that. They didn't feel safe. But Coach Lee heard something about popping their shoulder back in place, going over their train tracks fast enough. Well, we tried that. That didn't work. So eventually, Coach Lee took me, and nothing wrong with those. They're great people. We took me to the hospital, and they set it back.
Yeah, we had great fun with that because we were always written, hey, if anything's wrong, we just go over the tracks. We'll cure that.
Yeah. You got a flu, go over the tracks.
Third down now for the Greyhounds. They're going to come to the line. Nunez in the shotgun. One back behind him. That is Barcenas. Snap back. He'll give it to Barcenas, looking around the left side, and he will fight his way forward for a short gain on the play. Going to be brought down by Nick Gilbert. Ball will be marked at the 37 for the Greyhounds. That's going to bring up a 4th and about 18. So
got 4 minutes and 57 seconds right now in the second quarter to play.
Bob, you have to give the Strawn coaching staff and Strawn maintenance people a lot of credit. This field is in excellent shape.
Yeah, the maintenance people are doing great with this field.
Nunez takes the snap, pitch over to the right side to Barcenas. He will make his way down for a big gain before he's thrown down. All the way inside the 30 before Nick Gilbert pulls him down.
Great run. Unfortunately, the defender kind of threw him, and so he went that extra yard and got that first down.
That'll bring up 1st and 15 now. Strawn at the 23. I remember when you're younger, you and your older brother Bubba had played here, and there were some ants on the field that was kind of a home field advantage. You did not want to fall in the fire ants.
Yeah, you got to keep that. You got to mark that spot in your head.
Barcenas with the try. You go around the right side. Very short gain on the play, maybe 2 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 13. I remember if you fell in the fire ants, you could see people get up. It's like instant action.
Yeah.
Looks like the Ranger High School band making its way towards the east end zone. They perform here at the half. 2nd and 13 now. Strawn in an I formation. 2 backs behind Nunez, and there's flags all over the place.
Couldn't tell if it was false start or the defense or offense. Looks like they're going to call it on the offense.
Yeah, I believe one of the Strawn guys jumped, and you saw Nick Gilbert come across the line pretty quickly trying to make contact and get that penalty. Officials are going to have a huddle right in about the 28-yard line.
Well, I don't guess if the Ranger band director is this his first year, or do you know?
I do not know.
Okay. They were at the parade, Rip Fest, Old Rip Parade Saturday. Did an excellent job. I was impressed.
I think it's kind of interesting, your perception of how things change. When I was younger, I was an athlete, and I didn't want to be in the band because that was uncool. But now that I'm older, I wish I'd have been in the band so I could have played one of those instruments.
You've probably done just as well as you did in football.
Yeah,
I sat on the sideline.
I could have probably fumbled that tuba, don't
You have to practice at that.
Ball at the 27 of the Ranger Bulldogs. 2nd down, tight formation, pitch back. They're going to give it to Corona. He'll go up the middle. He'll get about 2 yards out of the play.
Make that about 3rd and 15.
Yes, they did move them back. So 3rd and 14. I like that moving, the down marker.
Yeah.
Again, both of these squads building for the future. And you can see a lot of talent on hand here for Strawn. It's just in the process. You have to get some experience before you can compete.
Got to learn to walk before you run.
Greyhounds in the shotgun. Snap back to Nunez. He's going to give to Corona. Corona looking downfield, looking. Now he'll run away from some pressure. Oscar Villarreal there to push it. Corona pulls it down. Now he's going to run, cuts out to the left side, and he's going to be wrapped up after a big gain all the way down to about the 15-yard line.
I'll bring about 4th and 5.
Another good run there by Jesse. He's showing a lot of patience there. Didn't give up on the play, even though he was under a lot of pressure.
Got 2 minutes and 24 seconds left in this half. And then we get to hear the music.
Strawn in the huddle now. Big 4th down play here for the Greyhounds. They would definitely love to get the ball in the end zone here before the half. Nunez brings them up, tight formation, pitch out to the left side. That is to Barcenas, and Barcenas will have the first down. He'll go off the left side for a big gain.
About the 2-yard line. Look, about 3 right there.
That's a little bit of that experience. The offensive linemen, they're up front, man. They just kind of split the Ranger defensive front, just like Moses going through the Red Sea.
Yeah, and you just follow them right through. You're just following them right on the backs of those guards right there.
Looks like they're going to mark the ball at the 3, so it'll be 1st and goal from the 3. Under 2 minutes to go here in the half. T formation for the Greyhounds. Nunez takes the snap, turns around, pulls up. A little bit of trickery there for the Greyhounds. Nunez took the snap, spun around, and just hit tunnel right in the end zone. No one was there with him.
Great job turning it quickly as fast as you can.
That's a Mel's Diner sponsored Strawn Greyhound touchdown. Why has
that touchdown coming with 1:37 to go? Snap, a little high. The kick is up, blocked. No good.
That'll bring the score to 28-33, Ranger leading with 1:27 left in the second quarter.
All righty. So now you may do one of these. I'll do my Mel's Diner complete thing here. Mel's Diner is the place to go for a Philadelphia cheesesteak sub, fried shrimp, a side dish of macaroni and shrimp salad, or try one of their specialty burgers and fresh cut fries. If you don't feel like going out, Mel's Diner delivers to Strawn, Mingus, and Gordon. Along with good food, Mel's is the place to go for karaoke Wednesday nights, 5 to 9. Coffee and Jesus is Wednesday mornings, 9 a.m. And there is a chair yoga class on Mondays and Fridays at 9 a.m. Once a month, they're offering a paint lesson with dinner. Give Mel's a call for more information on any of these events or to get that meal delivered at 817-818-8050. They're located in right down there in the middle of Mingus, Texas.
And karaoke, hey, that's kind of, you reckon they'd let me bring my guitar and do my Elvis?
Sure, try it.
I don't think people's ears could stand it. So, I mean, I think you may have to pass on that.
It is like Halloween, that nearly.
Ranger lines up with the kick. Little onside pooch right here. He's got the 15. Strawn makes the recovery.
No, Ranger has the ball.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ranger made the recovery.
Yohorn covers the ball. Right about the 33. 1:27 to go here in the first half. That was a nice drive there by the Greyhounds, Bob. They drove in. They did what they did. They get to go into the half with some momentum. And how important is that for a team to go in with the positive feeling?
It's very important, actually. You don't want to come into your second half beat and kind of on a letdown, bad run. It's just not good for morale.
Ranger now trying to respond. Martinez will bring him to the line, tight formation. There's the snap. He'll roll to his right. Dodges under the defensive end. He tries to lob it in the middle. That's going to be incomplete.
Quarterback got awfully close to passing the line of scrimmage before he tossed that ball.
He did, and I think that might have led to him just throwing it up crazy there. And even at that, he almost caught by Oscar Villarreal right in the middle. That's going to bring up second down now.
Someone tells me they think Mr. Dowling is in his second year at Ranger band director.
He does a fine
He's
job.
Doing a real good job.
Yeah, those of you get to hang around and watch the Ranger band, you'll see that they don't have a lot of numbers, but they do put on a nice show. Martinez brings him the line. There's the pitch to Yohorn, and James going to be tied up right about the line of scrimmage. He's going to fall forward for a gain of about 2. Again, strong defense. Nice job there.
Strong defense looking very strong right there.
Brought down by number 29 on that play by the Greyhounds. That is Manuel Rivera. Manuel, a sophomore.
Looks like Rangers going to be substituting for a little bit faster players. They're probably looking for the 2-minute mark run right here. There's
Bullhorn checking
43
back
seconds in the second quarter.
They're going to go out of the shotgun now here on third down. Bullhorn, the only back in the backfield with Martinez. There's the snap. Turns, gives it up to James. James looking downfield, throws it deep, and he has a receiver way downfield, and it will be into the end zone. Catching that pass for Rangers, number 7, Sean Perry. Sean, a junior. That is a big play there for the Bulldogs. Just as you said, Strawn didn't want to go into the half there, on a letdown. Ranger did not as well, and they respond with a big play there. A touchdown coming with 23 seconds left here in the first half.
Yeah, you got to give it to Bullhorn. Great pass, great awareness. Strong defender just got beat. Bullhorn recognized it, threw the pass downfield with great accuracy, and, Rangers scored the touchdown.
Nick Gilbert on to try the extra point. There's the snap, and it is going to be blocked. Greyhound front in there quickly to bat that down. And with 23 seconds left, Ranger leading 39-28. Now, the thing for Strawn is to come out and hopefully take this kick and do something positive with it. And shortly after that, we'll make our way down and do positive stuff at the concession stand. And we'll let Julie, we'll bring a message if you want.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, buying a house? Where at? How many square feet? Single story or 2? Oh, and who's your mortgage lender? Yeah, your mortgage. At First Financial Bank, our bankers know mortgages like realtors know neighborhoods. Talk with us before you go house hunting. We'll help you find a mortgage that's a perfect fit so you can find a home that's just right. Who's your mortgage with? The answer is easy. First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
And we are back here in the capital of six-man football, Strawn, Texas. Strawn, if you come up to Greyhound Stadium, you'll see the 5 state championship markers here on the backside of the bleachers.
Rangers been doing a lot of onside kicks. I wouldn't be surprised if they go for a little squib kick right down the middle just to put Strawn a little bit farther from the end zone before they can do anything before the second quarter closes.
Nick Gilbert ready. He'll approach the ball. There's the kick. It's a high poocher in the air. Going to fall and picked up by one of the Greyhounds at the 21. And there is a collision on the way back.
Great job.
Rivera picked up that kick, and when he did not do a lot of dancing, but when he got to his destination, there was a smack.
Yeah. Man, I would hate to be on the receiving end of that. My Coach Lee's philosophy, there's only 2 types of people, the ones who hit and the ones who get hit. And let me tell you right now, Manuel delivered the hit.
Yeah, that will definitely go into the hit column. 22 seconds left. Strawn with the ball at their own 28. 1st and 15.
I don't think they look for anything too risky here, but I think they are looking to go down and at least score or get some momentum going.
Tight formation. Snap straight back to Corona. It goes off of his shoulder pad, and he's going to be brought down inside the 10-yard line. That being there by Oscar Villarreal. That's just an unfortunate thing there for the Greyhounds. The snap went straight back to the spread back there, and it just hit him off of his shoulder pads and rolls back. And Jesse really had no choice other than just run back and cover it.
It looked like it was going to be a little trickery play right there from Strawn. Defense recognized it real quick and put pressure on them before Corona could even get the ball under control.
10 seconds to go here in the first half, and I think this for Strawn may just change it where they just want to line up and run the play and try to get into the half.
Yeah.
They're definitely not out of this contest. They only trail by a handful of points.
Yeah, you do not want to let Ranger get up even more on it. It'd just be even more demoralizing going into the locker room at halftime.
Again, we want to mention that, we're glad everyone joins us here and let you know that we have a couple games coming up. Strawn will be open next week, and Ranger they will open up district play on October 21st against Newcastle here at Greyhound Stadium. So if you happen to be on October 21st, come over, catch some Strawn game. And Ranger, I had it written down, but, for the life of me, I couldn't find those notes. But Ranger will play at Azle Christian next week on the 14th. They will go to Azle, 7:30 kickoff. Strawn coming down. They'll go out of a shotgun formation. Ball at their own 10. 10 seconds here to go. They pitch out to Corona. He's looking deep. Pulls up, throws it high in the air, and it's almost picked off as James Yulhorn made a diving effort trying to get back to the ball.
2 seconds left on the game clock.
That'll bring up a third down.
Strawn will get one more play right here and see if they do anything. They may just go for the run and just go into second, get into the halftime with a just neutral right here.
And then again, Coach Lee might totally prove me wrong, and he was trying to go for everything right there. 2 seconds left to go here in the first half. Again, we want to thank Microplex News, Julie Elrod, and KATX Radio for making all of this possible. Strawn now in a tight formation. They're going to pitch it back to Barcenas. He'll go around the right side, and he will fall forward for a gain of about 7.
There's the
and
buzzer
that'll take
for the
us
half.
into the half. Into 2 quarters of play, Ranger Bulldogs lead 39-28. We'll be back here in about 10 minutes and bring you the second half of exciting Ranger High School football and Strawn High School football.
And I'll stay on here and we'll watch the Ranger High School band and whatever other halftime festivities go on. Appreciate everybody for tuning in and watching the game. You can hear a few extra ads. I'm good. Water. I got some moolah here somewhere. I just need a bottle of water here. Get you some. Yeah, this water. Thirsty up here in the press box. Got some. I'm going to try to turn one of these mics around so we can hear the where they leave them. Oh, here we go.
Center of the field this time. We'll introduce him. The captain is senior Christian Fox. Co-captain, sophomore Chesney Kratz. Senior Kylie Birch. And junior Casey Stewart.
Also remind everybody we've got a Strawn Fall Festival Sunday at Lexington Hall in Strawn, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. A pumpkin patch, Zingo, food, bounce house, raffle, games, and pumpkin painting. Those are Ranger cheerleaders. And here comes the band. Also, Strawn Booster Club will be having a fall festival Saturday, October 29th, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Right here at the football field. So that's always their annual Halloween or fall festival, fun stuff going on, games and all kinds of activities. So be sure and do that on October 29th, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. here at the football game. And the Strawn garage sales are October 15th. So register your garage sale at the First National Bank and they'll get it listed and hand out all where all the garage sales are, and everybody will run around town and buy all your stuff that you didn't want. I need to have a garage sale bad. I need to not go to the garage sales, but everybody go to the garage sales, and everybody have a garage sale. And they go around and buy. You sell your stuff, so you got room to go around and buy somebody else's stuff and bring it home for the next garage sale. Thanks everybody for listening in. Thanks to our sponsors, Gordon Hardware, Mary's Cafe, First National Bank of Strawn, Mel's Diner in Mingus, Greyhound Packasack, Trey's Construction, New York Hill Restaurant, Janice Grice Insurance Agent, and TD's Deer Processing. They're opening October 1st for bow season. Get ready if you shoot something with that bow. Give TD's a call. Call them at 940-452-1990 or 940-452-1989. Spirited Ranger Band. That was the Spirit of Ranger Band. Oh, it's all right there, I guess. I can turn all these back down. Oh. Thomas.
Hounds will receive to start the second half.
Okay, well,
Number 29.
my announcers has not come back yet, so you're going to get to see this.
Back deep with the Greyhounds.
Where are the announcers? Oh, here he is. Okay. This one's yours. Mute that while you put it on. Yeah, we're ready. There.
We are back here in Strawn, Texas, Greyhound Stadium, the mecca of six-man football places. Ranger getting ready to kick off. Ranger will kick from the west end. He'll hurry and try an onside kick. Ball will not go the necessary 15 yards. So Strawn will take over. Officials will mark it at the Bulldog 38. Great field position there for Strawn. After Jelly, we made a mad run to the concession stand. As we didn't take time to go eat prior to the game. So I was down there, I put a piece of bread on top of my head, and my tongue almost beat my brains out. Moved the ball up to the 33 with a 5-yard penalty. Greyhounds to the line, T formation. Nunez takes the snap, hands it off right up the middle. Big gain all the way into the end zone. No gain. Looking for my roster. Morton with that long run, 33-yard touchdown run on the first play here of the second half.
And that would be a Gordon Hardware touchdown sponsorship.
Colby Morton, a junior. Out to try the extra point for Strawn is Leo Della Torre.
Oh, it's good.
That kick is good. And just 8 seconds into the second half, the Greyhounds pulled to within 39-36. Kind of an auspicious start there by the Greyhounds. If you remember, James Yulhorn on the first play of the first half scored with 8 seconds expired. And Strawn comes out and does the same thing here to start the second. And I don't know, Julie, if you could swing your camera around, how popular six-man football is. We actually have a visitor hanging out here.
Oh, I know. I don't think the camera. Oh, yeah, I will. We'll kind of show it. We've got this
we
guy.
got a little, bring out the arachnids. They want to watch Strawn too.
Yeah, I've been watching him there. As long as he stays there, all is good.
Strawn now getting ready for the kickoff.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared to sit up in this press box with that spider there, huh?
Yeah. The bouncing kick's going to be fielded by the Bulldogs right at the 30. Fielded there by James Yulhorn. So now the Bulldogs will get their chance to touch the ball. Here we get the second half underway. Exciting first half of six-man football here in Strawn. Ranger finished the first 2 quarters with an impressive performance. Bulldogs will come to the line, tight formation. Yulhorn the lone back.
Martinez takes the snap, pitches back to Olhorn. Olhorn's got about 6 yards on the play.
Brought down around the 44-yard line by number 22, Michael Martinez. Will place the ball at the 36-yard line. It'll be second down for the Ranger Bulldogs.
Yeah, I was telling you about that 1920 season when these two teams first started to play. They actually played twice that year. Ranger won 1, Strawn won 1. Bulldogs second down now. Tight formation to Leo under center. Takes the snap, pitch to the right. Yulhorn cuts it back up the middle, and he will dance his way for a gain near the first down marker.
I'm going to mark him about half a yard short.
He's brought down by number 7, Della Torre.
Della Torre with a tackle there. Nice job there.
Ball is placed right at the 35-yard line.
You're talking about that 1920 season when the first two played. Strawn won both of those games. I had to make that correction. And someone is trying to call me, and I'm sure that's not good.
Martinez with the handoff. to Nick Gilbert. Looks like Nick Gilbert's brought down right at the line of scrimmage. I don't think they get the first down off that either. That'll bring up 4th and inches.
4th and maybe a foot, if that. The length of the ball. Ranger comes to the line. Tight formation. Yulhorn the lone back behind Leo Martinez. There's the snap. Pitch it to Yulhorn. He'll go around the left side, and he will pick up the first down and a little bit more. Fight his way all the way to the 30-yard line. I thought that might have been the opportunity that you would see Connor Taylor take the handoff, the big 350-pound lineman. But
I mean, smart play by the head coach over at Ranger. He knows that Strawn's defense is going to crack down right of the mid, so he just went to the outside on a quick toss.
Tight formation. Martinez under center. Takes the snap, turned around, fakes the pitch to Yulhorn. He throws it out into the right flats there to
Landon Farmer.
And Farmer will fight his way down around the 20. I thought there for a moment that the Strawn defense had come across that Kobe Morton.
On the move, big. He's a bigger guy. He's on the move, and you got to respect the hands he has.
He's made a couple of nice catches here tonight. That'll make 2nd down now, about 7 on the play. Ranger will come to the line. Again, Bulldogs using that that size along the line to their advantage. Tight formation. Snap, pitch back to Yulhorn. He'll go around the left side, cut it out, and a big gain for James. He's going to be pushed out of bounds right around the 10.
About the 6-yard line is where they're showing.
It'll be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs.
Big gain there for James Yulhorn. Ball will be marked at the 6. 7:19 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Martinez will bring him to the line. Yulhorn will dot the I. Inside handoff. They're going to give it to Nick Gilbert. And not much there, but, Ranger, you have to give head coach Eric Sanchez credit. He keeps going back to that. He must see something along that he feels he can take advantage of.
Yeah, their run game has been working pretty much all night. And, you don't fix nothing that ain't broken.
2nd and goal now from the 6.
6:35 left in the 3rd quarter.
Martinez bring him to the line. Tight formation. Gilbert in the slot to the left. There's the snap. Pitch back to James Yulhorn around the left end. And he's going to be dragged down after about a 2-yard gain.
Great tackle by Manuel. If he breaks that tackle, that's, he's home free right there.
I'll tell you what, Manuel Rivera has really stood out here tonight. A hard hit, and then now these nice defensive plays. 3rd and goal now from the 4, just inside the 5. It might be the 4.5 yard line.
I don't know if Coach Lee still does stickers for the helmets or anything, but I can tell you right now, Manuel probably getting a couple stickers for his performance tonight.
Ranger to the line. Facing a key 3rd down play. There's the snap. Pitch back to Yulhorn. He just wide right, and James trying to scramble around to pick it up. That was a tough pitch there, as it never really got to James.
Loss of about 6. We got a late flag coming out over here.
Going to mark it all the way back to the 11-yard line.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense.
Big penalty on Ranger. That's going to leave Eric Sanchez more than a little unhappy.
I think right here, if you're Strawn, you bring your rush, but you have to tell your defenders nothing deep. You have to hold it right here.
Yes, the Ranger has to get it into the end zone. It's basically a one-play drive for the Bulldogs right now. That penalty move it all the way back to the 25-yard line. 4th and goal. Martinez will bring him to the line. Shotgun formation. Yulhorn standing about 5 yards behind the quarterback. And we're going to have a
false start
whistle. Another penalty against the Bulldogs.
Ooh, Ranger got very lucky they did not get a false start.
Call it. Yulhorn takes this pass, throws it deep, and it's going to be incomplete. Nice coverage on it by the Greyhounds. Right about the goal line. Like you said, they didn't want to let anybody behind him, so the defensive back was playing right on the goal line.
Yeah, that was number 4, Xavier, for the defender right there. Great job. Great job. You got to make sure on those you can't do nothing risky. You don't want to get in the receiver's way and get a pass interference.
Right. Xavier Marquand with a nice play there. And that is a turnover on down. Strawn will take possession. 1st and 15 from the 25. Nunez bring him to the line. T formation. There's the snap, pitch back to Barcenas, and he will fight his way forward for about 5 yards. 4, they're going to mark him back at the 24-yard line. So gain of 4, bring up 2nd and 11.
29-yard line for a gain of about 4 yards.
The tight formation, kind of not the glamorous thing is the spread, but it's very effective if you can get those linemen to get their blocks up front.
If you can get your blocks, it is very effective, just not as flashy.
T formation, snap, pitch it back to the left side. That off to number 5, David Yanez, and Yanez will fight his way up to about the 35.
Another 5-yard gain right there. And
James Yulhorn with that tackle.
Kind of back how I spoke with earlier with Ranger is, they're getting consistent yards on their run. You don't fix anything that ain't broken.
And I think that there aren't too many coaches on the planet that will turn down a 5-yard gain.
Very few.
T formation, ball at the 35. There's the snap. Nunez turns around, gives it off inside. Going to give it off to Morton, and Morton going to fight his way all the way into Bulldog territory, down to the 21.
Got an injury from Morton. I think he just broke his elbow or his arm.
And Morton all the way down to the 21-yard line, and he does get up injured, holding his left arm. I hope it isn't too serious. Coaching coming over to talk to him. The Bulldogs all taking their knees. And we'll take advantage of this break in the action. We'll bring you a couple of messages.
All righty. Let's go with Gordon Hardware. When it comes to hardware, it helps to have an expert in your corner. That expert is Gordon Hardware. Gordon Hardware carries everything from household supplies to plumbing supplies, from paint supplies to power tools. Gordon Hardware is now carrying Whirlpool and Maytag appliances, conveniently located at 106 South Main in downtown Gordon. Locally owned and operated by John and Brandy Sizemore. You can trust the experts at Gordon Hardware. Gordon Hardware is open Monday. It's open. So open tomorrow. And I can't find my deal to put it back. There we go.
Greyhounds to the line. There's a handoff. We're going to go inside there to looking for a number on there. That is Rivera. The Barcenas up the middle. Get a gain of about 1 on the play, 2 on the play, down to the 19. Morton has walked off field, headed to the dressing room. He wasn't walking with any assistance, so maybe it's a good sign. They're just going to get out and get him picked. He's now sitting on the bench, and
maybe just hyperextended his elbow.
Get him treated there on the bench. Pitch back, going to go to Barcenas, and he will fight his way through the Bulldog masses down to about the 16-yard line. 11-yard line.
You got to love the determination. Just don't give up. Keep driving your feet and go through.
Yeah, he does a fine job of keeping those legs driving. That's going to bring up about 3rd and 6 here for the Greyhounds. Ball sitting on the 12. T formation. Nunez takes the snap, turns around, pitches it back to Barcenas again. He'll go around the right end, and he'll find his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that's a Gordon Hardware touchdown.
Touchdown brought to you by John and Brandy. 2:45 to go here in the 3rd.
got an injured player over here for Ranger. Looks like he just has a cramp in his leg. Looks like he's just trying to work it out.
Yeah, nice night here, but those look like he's trying to stretch out that cramp. That touchdown now puts Strawn on top for the first time here. They lead 42-39 with the extra point attempt to come. We'll take advantage of this break in the action here to bring you a couple messages.
Tyndall's Hardware and Ranger isn't just hardware and paint. They also have appliances. Brands like Whirlpool and Maytag, with a wide selection of washers and dryers, gas and electric ranges, freezers and dishwashers. They'll make you a great deal, so why not buy local? Tyndall's Hardware, 709 West Loop 254 in Ranger, 254-647-3322. Go Bulldogs!
And welcome back to Strawn. The Ranger player, while able to walk off by himself, will do the extra point attempt. There's the snap back, kick is up, and it is good. And Strawn with its first lead of the night, coming in at 2:45. They lead 44-39. And we'll take advantage of the break to bring you a couple of messages here from sponsors.
You doing yours? Okay. We did Mel's Diner, and they're doing all kinds of great things at Mel's. Give them a call, check on their Facebook page, see what they've got going on down there, because they've got karaoke and good food and coffee and Jesus and all kinds of stuff. So check them out.
I think I want to go over and do the karaoke. I'm going to try to go over and get Nelson Campbell to come out and then let him play the guitar, and then I'll do the singing. I'm sure that he would want to be on stage. We could form our own band.
Strawn lining up the kick. I doubt they change anything. I bet they keep going for the onside kick here.
Greyhounds ready for the kickoff. There's the whistle. Approach a short kick into the ground. Off the helmet of one of the Bulldog players.
Strawn recovers.
And the Greyhounds will recover. Fortunate break there for the Bulldogs. That ball came off the helmet of Landon Farmer as he was going down to cover it. Bounced back towards the Strawn defense, the Strawn kicking team, and they were able to fall on top of it. Big break for Strawn. They're going to take over at the 38-yard line.
You usually want to teach your bigger guys up front on the kickoff return not to go and grab the ball. Let it roll past you. That way that some of the speed has knocked down, that bounce has slowed down on it as well, and let the guys right behind you pick it up.
Again, if you're just joining us, Strawn on top 44-39. We have 2:45 to go here in the third quarter. Strawn just recovered a onside kick attempt. There's a handoff to the left side, and that's Barcenas. He's going to go all the way 37 yards for the touchdown.
Michael Barcenas is looking really good right now. Very good.
Yeah, I have to be impressed by him. He doesn't have the biggest body, but he is very fluid when he's running. He's able to make that cut.
And I mean, give everything you can to Manuel. I'm sorry,
Rivera. Yeah.
Michael.
Oh, Michael Barcenas, yes.
Yeah, give everything to him. But you also, like I said earlier, you have to appreciate the blocking that comes with it. Strawn.
Delatorre out to try the extra point.
Kick is up. And it looks good, just barely. It was kind of low.
Yeah, just right over the crossbar.
That'll put the score 52-39, Strawn leading with 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the third.
That's another Gordon Hardware sponsored touchdown, extra points, all the good stuff. Thank you, John and Brandy, for sponsoring the games.
This is what Strawn really
is good at.
Yeah. The last 3 minutes. The last 3 minutes of the game have been huge for the Greyhound confidence.
I would have loved to have been on a fly on the wall, listening to the Strawn locker room, listening to what Coach Lee was saying.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he was
coming out new.
I'm sure, and you've heard this speech before. If we don't do better, we will run after this game is over.
And he holds true to his word. I promise you.
Greyhounds out to do the kickoff duties again. Delatorre waiting for the whistle. There it is. There's another kick. It's going to bounce into the ground over the head of the first wave, and it's going to be covered right around the 34.
Unfortunately, Strawn defender touched it before it went exactly 15 yards.
Right. Yeah, one of the Strawn defenders touched it, but about 14 yards into the thing.
Just shy.
So there's going to be a penalty on the play. Ranger will have possession of the ball. And, every time that you see a kick now, Strawn, Coach Dwayne Lee will bring that bouncy kick, that onside attempt, just so that he can see if he can shake the Ranger confidence there of those front linemen.
Yeah, if you're a Ranger and you lose that ball again, I think that is a huge impact to your mental blow, your mental capacity right there.
So Lynette Wyatt wants me to do a live Microplex broadcast when you, Tommy and Nelson, perform at Mel's. Just let us know, and we'll come down there and live stream that.
I think Nelson and I, if we did that, we would have to form a group. We'd have to call ourselves the near misses because we'd never have a hit.
It will be Rangers ball right here about the 36-yard line.
Tight formation. New quarterback here for the Bulldogs. Excuse me, that is Leo Martinez, not a new one. Pitch out to the left side. That's Yulhorn, and Yulhorn will fight his way up across midfield down to about the 39.
We do have a flag on the field. It is holding on the offense, so that will be coming back.
Yeah, and that might explain how James got a huge gain there. Usually if one of them is holding, that running back is going to have a big gain involved.
I think, so it looks like there was a defensive holding and an offensive holding.
Offsetting fouls.
Yeah, they're just going to offset.
So we'll play that play again like it never existed. And the officials did Ranger a favor. Looked like they gained about a yard on that there with that penalty. They're going to ball up to about the 37. So it's a first and a short 15 here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful with that as the refs. Inches win games.
In the shotgun, snap back to Nick Gilbert. Gilbert turned around, give it up to Yulhorn. Yulhorn will scramble around the right side, looking downfield, didn't find anything, and he'll just run out of bounds. Threw it an incomplete pass. Yeah, heads up play. It looked like I was watching his feet, and then he had thrown the ball away.
Yeah, smart play by him to throw it away. You don't want to lose. I think he would have lost about 6 yards. You don't want to lose 6 yards. Just get second and 15 again.
Yes. And now the officials are going to mark it all the way back to the 36. So.
Yeah, they're going to lose that yard again. So.
Oh, and they tell
Nick Lynn.
Yeah, Nick Lynn and Tyler Tunnel both out. Here's both starters. So Strawn played a little short-handed. And incomplete pass there. Just in and out of the hands of Nick Gilbert. I have to appreciate the guys here running in the press box giving us that.
You got to be careful. Those are what notoriously known as medicine balls in football. You catch it, and it is a warning for you're going to need some medicine from how bad that is going to hurt.
We'll turn it over to Julie and let her pay some bills.
Oh, goody. I like paying bills.
We just like to hear Julie read.
Oh, I know. You just like to put me to work. So let's do with Janice Grice, insurance agent. She's one of our newer sponsors here. Need health insurance but don't know where to start? Look no further. Janice can help. Janice Grice with Preferred Advisors is your local licensed health insurance agent specializing in Medicare and health insurance for individuals, families, and small businesses. Call to schedule your free, no obligation quote today at 940-213-1916 or visit janicecanhelp.com for more information. And all that insurance stuff is coming up for the end of the year. If you're looking for some health insurance, give Janice, wife, mom, Meemaw, licensed agent, a call.
Yeah, I think I should mention to you while we got this here moment of break, you were laughing about Nelson Campbell playing the guitar and stuff like that. Nelson is actually a very accomplished guitar player, and he can sing very well. So I might wind up just being like the good-looking guy on stage.
You could like lip sync and just
Bulldogs to the line. Martinez takes the snap, turn around, pitches it to Yulhorn. Yulhorn to cut it back to the left side, and he'll fight his way up around midfield before he is met by a host of Greyhounds. You're a little slow getting up.
He came in and filled that hole quick.
And James Yulhorn's going to stay on the ground. That is not good news for the Bulldogs, as James is one of the more experienced players.
And for anyone joining us right now, it is with the minute 56 left in the third quarter. It is 52-39, Strawn leading.
And, of course, Strawn leads the all-time series here between Ranger and these two programs. They lead it 5-4.
I'm going to take just a second while this is going on and say, are you needing a metal building constructed? Look no further than Trace Construction, serving Strawn and the surrounding areas. Owner Trey Hodgkins is the metal building specialist with over 20 years of quality service. Give Trey a call at 817-999-5071 for your next metal building project. You can do those barn dominium things or whatever you need. He's been doing metal buildings for a long time. Where is that? Oh,
that'll bring up fourth down now. Ball at about the 39-yard line. The fourth and about 10.
Hopefully, if you're a Ranger, you hope Ulhorn isn't hurt that bad and hope he gets back in. He's been a real huge part of this offense.
Absolutely. Nick Gilbert will come in as the spread back now. Martinez in the shotgun. There's a snap. There's a pitch back to Nick. Nick looking downfield. Now he'll tuck it and run around across midfield, fight his way all the way down near the 35 before he's going to be dragged down. That will be a turnover on downs. Greyhounds doing a nice job defensively here in the third quarter.
They'll take possession about the 32, it looks like.
Bobby, with this defensive play, take us in the locker room. What would you think Coach Lee would be stressing right here to the Greyhounds at the half?
Wrap up, containment, and don't blow your assignment. I guarantee that was 90% of what was said.
Greyhounds with the ball at their own 37. Nunez takes the snap, handoff right up the middle there to Manuel Rivera, and there is a huge run all the way down to the 20-yard line. Rivera like a tank going up the middle. There was no blazing speed, but there was just like a bowling ball taking down everything going.
Very good. I mean, very well constructed run right there.
1st and 15 from the 20 now, from the Bulldog 20.
Minute left in the third quarter.
Yeah. The tight formation. Nunez brings them to the line. There's the snap. Pitch back. They're going to give it to Barcenas. Barcenas rolls off a one tackler, and he will scamper into the end zone. A touchdown for the Greyhounds.
Sponsored by Gordon Hardware. They got a lot. This has been a good quarter.
Yeah, I think you should definitely tell Brandy and John, hey, you need those some extra dollars this way.
Great job by Michael. Breaks that initial tackle, spins off of it, and then not to get shoelace tackle at the end that stopped the end zone. He keeps his balance, scores the touchdown. Great job by Michael.
Della Torre, who's also nursing an injury here. He's a normal starting quarterback. He's out to try the extra point attempt. There's the snap back, and it's a fumble snap there that is Nunez not able to hold on to it. So the extra point attempt is no good.
That'll bring the score to 58-39, Strawn leading with 45 seconds in the third quarter.
45 seconds to go here in the third. We'll be back here momentarily. We'll bring you a couple messages from our sponsors.
Smith's Tactical Sales at 1301 West Loop 254 in Ranger is an accredited business with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They've received 5 stars for customer service on Google and Facebook, and they have layaway plans available. Get ready for hunting season with everything you could need from Smith Tactical Sales in Ranger, with accessories like grips, cases, and earmuffs. And you'll never have to sacrifice fashion with their wide variety of concealed carry purses. Smith's Tactical Sales, 1301 West Loop 254 in Ranger, 817-773-8016.
Ranger College is one of the fastest growing 2-year colleges in the nation. While Ranger College's location might be rural, its campus community is international, with students from Australia, Russia, England, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and of course the great state of Texas. The mission of Ranger College is to transform lives and give students the skills to be a positive influence in their communities. For more.
And we are back here in Strawn. The kick bounces down into Bulldog Terry off the hands of James Yulhorn. He alertly spins around. Should be not James Yulhorn. It's number 7 for the Bulldogs. That is Sean Perry. Sean alertly spins around, covers the ball.
Strawn may have not got it, but very smart play. They noticed that all the defenders were stacked onto one side, so they kicked to the other. If it goes 15, it's theirs. Very smart play by Strawn.
Greyhounds with a lot of momentum here as we get close to the end of the third quarter.
I think if you're Greyhounds here, you want to continue them all the way to the fourth quarter. You don't want any kind of hiccups that will throw off your rhythm you got. But if you're Ranger right now, you need something to happen.
You need to get that running game going again. 1st and 15 from the 26. Yeah, the shotgun snap back to Martinez, and we're going to have an illegal procedure penalty against the Bulldogs. Ranger just a little out of sync here in the third quarter. They have not had anything go their way, and I think you might see a little bit of frustration setting in.
I don't know if it's frustration or has Strawn acclimated to their offense already? Is that new? Did they talk about this at halftime? Is that what's happening, or is it just the nerves of Ranger getting to them?
That'll back the ball up 5 yards, bring up a 1st and 20 now. Out of the shotgun. 2 backs behind Martinez. He'll turn, give it to, that looks like.
That is a fumble right there on the play.
I'm trying to see who grabbed the ball. It looked like it was given to Nick Gilbert, and Nick Gilbert got stripped.
Looks like Ranger recovered the ball. Sean Perry with the recovery.
Sean Perry, it's fortunate they lined up with 2 backs behind him there out of that little spread formation because Sean was there when the ball popped free.
Good awareness. I mean, you have to be aware of that too and get on it as fast as you can.
That's another 5-yard loss. That's going to bring up a
second about
25.
Right, roughly. And that'll be it. We are into the fourth quarter now with Strawn leading 58, Ranger 39.
After 3 quarters of play, Strawn on top. We'll be back here momentarily.
All right. Well, we got here New York Hill Restaurant. Start your day off right with breakfast at New York Hill Restaurant in Thurber. Family owned and operated for 3 generations, New York Hill Restaurant offers only the freshest ingredients, making their own rolls daily. They grind their own hamburger meat and cut their own steaks. Open 7 days a week, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. New York Hill Restaurant, where you always get great food, great service, and great view. Follow them on Facebook or visit them on the web at ThurberNewYorkHill.com. New York Hill is now hiring full and part-time kitchen staff. Apply in person at New York Hill, Thurber, Mingus, Texas. And they are also, the hummingbirds may be going pretty quick, so run down there and get your meal. They're still showing up at my feeder, so I'm assuming they're showing up at theirs. So
we are back to the fourth quarter, just now starting. Looks like Rangers going to be has the ball roughly around the 12-yard line.
17.
Oh, the 17-yard line. I apologize about that. Anyone just now tuning in, Strawn is leading 58-39.
Again, Ranger out in that spread formation, a Y spread. Snap back. They're going to hand it, pitch it back to Landon Farmer. Landon is one of the backs there. He'll try to go around the left side. He's going to be brought down for a loss.
Yeah, the outside linebacker, outside defensive end for Strawn came around and made that play. Great hustle on his part.
Yeah, Delatorre with a nice job there. Coming from the backside, just a perfect job going down the line, taking that angle.
Yep.
That's going to bring up a 3rd down. It's about, counting by the math here, maybe 3rd and 30. Bulldogs in the Y spread. Snap back to number 8. He'll give it up to Nick Gilbert. Nick will lob it off into the right flats there. That's completed out to Richard Escamilla for a gain, down to about the 22.
Great job on Strawn tackle right there. He's a bigger boy. You don't want to contest. He has a bigger frame than you. You don't want to contest him up high. Hit him low, take him down. Great job.
That'll move the ball up to the 22-yard line. Bring up fourth and about 19.
This is where you this is where you want your containment here from your ends. You don't want anything to spiral out of control. You don't want the quarterback to choose to run if you're going to be defending well.
Xavier Marino in at quarterback. He takes snap, turns around, gives it to Gilbert. Gilbert scrambling around the left side, looking downfield, nothing's there, and he's going to be forced out of bounds right around the 25. Again, Ranger playing without James Julehorn here in this series, and that is a big blow to the Bulldogs.
He was a big part of their offense, and unfortunately, he's out hurt right now. I'm not sure of the exact injury.
8:11 to go here in the contest. That's a turnover on down. Strawn will take over at the Bulldog 25, looking to drive the lead a little more.
Yeah, just keep that momentum going and, just ride it all the way to the end.
T formation. Nunez under center. He takes the snap, turns around and gives it to the up back, and the first man through a gain of about 2 yards there. Manuel Rivera. I think if you were going to choose a player of the game, Manuel Rivera would have to be in that conversation.
Yeah, he would. I mean, he may not have a huge impact plays like everyone else, but I promise you, without his plays, you are in the situation you're in right now.
Ball now at the 23. 2nd and 12. Nice crowd on hand here between Ranger and Strawn. Again, these two communities only separated by 10 miles. Pitch back to Rivera. He'll try to go around the left end, and he'll get a couple yards there before he's brought down by Nick Gilbert.
Like we were talking about Manuel, I mean, he's not the fastest, but he is built like a tank.
James Julehorn looking across the field, sitting on the bench there, does not have his helmet on. Julehorn rushed for over 100 yards here tonight, 4 touchdowns.
I think if Strawn here, you just keep running the ball. You just keep that clock ticking.
Ball sitting on the 13-yard line. T formation. Nunez takes the snap, pitches. He'll give it to Rivera again. And, that is Barcenas. He'll go around the left side for another gain. He'll get inside the 5.
That'll bring to a first down. So now we're looking about 1st and 5 here for Strawn.
Again, this is one of those things that where the smart coaches, the ones like Dwayne Lee, they will take their time and use every second they can and then punch it in.
Yep. I tell you, Strawn's offensive line is looking a lot better in the second half as well.
Yeah, absolutely. This has definitely been a game of 2 halves. In the first half, Ranger kind of controlled the tempo, come out the start of the second half, and Strawn has totally taken over here. Nunez, bring him to the line. T formation, pitch back, give it to Barcenas. He'll go around the left side.
That'll be a touchdown.
He is in for the touchdown, a 5-yarder.
With 5:51 on the clock.
Strawn on top now, 64-39 with the extra point attempt to come. Been a textbook second half here by the Greyhounds. You have to tip your hat to Ranger, though. They played very well in the first half.
Very well, and you can't take anything from them for it.
De La Torre on for the kick. The snap bobbled a little bit. Now they pitch it back to De La Torre. He's looking to throw it. Puts it up in the air, and it is going to be caught by
55.
Number 55 for the Greyhounds.
That'd be Keaton Tunnel.
Keaton Tunnel with the extra point conversion.
That'll bring the score to 65, Strawn, 39, Ranger.
We will take this opportunity to bring you a couple messages from the sponsors.
Do yours? Go ahead.
We'll
Oops, sorry.
Tyndall's Hardware and Ranger isn't just hardware and paint. They also have appliances. Brands like Whirlpool and Maytag, With a wide selection of washers and dryers, gas and electric ranges, freezers, and dishwashers, they'll make you a great deal. So why not buy local? Tyndall's Hardware, 709 West Loop 254 in Ranger, 254-647-3322. Go Bulldogs!
Welcome back to Strawn, Texas. There is the kick. Another line drive bouncing. It's going to off the hands of one Bulldog. And fortunately for Ranger, it's going to roll into the arms of another one. That is Nick Gilbert. And Nick looks like he's going to get up gingerly there right about the 30-yard line. He'll make his way slowly back toward the huddle. Again, James Yulhorn out of this contest for the Bulldogs.
Offsides called.
5:51 to go here in the fourth.
Looks like we're getting the offsides on the kicking team, which is Strawn.
Move the ball up to the 35 for Rangers. Bulldogs desperate now here for some offense to get going. Need a touchdown. They need a couple of touchdowns to get back into this thing.
They desperately need something to happen here.
Again, Ranger comes into this contest ranked number 3 in the state in the independent ranks. Snap back. There's to give it up to Gilbert. And Gilbert will work his way up the middle for a short gain.
About a 2-yard gain.
And you can see Nick only a sophomore. He kind of got his eyes down, running rather than keeping them up and looking for that receiver. And that'll come with a little bit more experience for his part. And I think regardless of whether Ranger walks out of here with a loss or a win, I think that head coach Eric Sanchez will be pleased in the fact that he got to play against a program like Strawn, because this will only help them as they move along towards that 2024 UIL debut.
Totally agree on that.
Now the Bulldogs come out in a Y spread. There's the snap back. It's low. He's going to pick it up. And before he does,
his knee was on the ground, so it technically counts him down where he picked it up at.
The ball was coming up, but the knee was going down, and that's a certain recipe for backing up.
So looking about 3rd and 14, or I'm sorry, 19 for the Ranger Bulldogs.
Yeah, ball be spotted about the 31-yard line. Again, it's not a bad performance here by the Bulldogs. They have just kind of shot themselves in the foot at some key times here in the second half. And then you have to turn and give Strawn credit. Those guys, that offensive line and defensive line have really controlled this.
I give it to
there's another bad snap went past the quarterback, and Landon Farmer, all he can do is run back around the 15 and fall on it. Bad blow there for Ranger.
Unfortunately, I think he made the smart move there. If you try to pick it up, you maybe bobble it, defense picks it up, or you pick it up and you just lose even more yards. So
yeah, what it does, it gives you the opportunity here now on 4th and about 32, you could punt the ball away.
And we have seen Ranger make crazy 4th and like forever first downs. So we can definitely see that still happen.
The Ranger will now come to the line. They're in the shotgun now. Gilbert, the lone back. They'll give it up to Nick. He'll roll to the left, and he's going to be wrapped up by 3 Greyhounds right there about the 10-yard line. Good penetration by the defensive ends from the Strawn. They just get up, and Nick tried to come between them. They did. He's got the arms wrapped around him. And that's a textbook thing there for your defensive end guys.
Yeah, contain, and then when they commit to that middle, you collapse on them right then.
Well, that is a turnover on downs. Strawn will take over at the 11.
We got Strawn 65, Ranger 39, with 3 minutes and 27 seconds in the fourth quarter.
T formation for the Greyhounds. Handoff to Manuel Rivera. He'll go around the right side, and he is going to bull his way down or inside the 5.
Lowers his shoulder and runs over one right immediately. Then he comes up and hits 2 people at the same time and just keeps staying up.
He is a very impressive running back. He doesn't have the speed of Trey Doyle or the size of Trey Doyle, but he kind of resembles that with that sheer brute force.
Official timeout.
For those of you who do not remember Trey Doyle, Trey was a man among boys when he played here with the Greyhounds. In fact, to this day, I believe if Trey doesn't break his foot there in that state championship game, the Greyhounds will be hoisting back-to-back title with rings.
2008, 2009.
And that's when I started, 2009.
Strawn T formation. There's the snap. There's the pitch over to
like Marcinus around the left side.
And that is a touchdown.
And he will work his way in for the touchdown.
We're in the fourth quarter now, so we're just going to rotate around. There's a Greyhound touchdown or Pack-a-sack.
I don't know if you,
Strawn Pack-a-sack. Go ahead.
I don't know if you saw that there. Kind of like the morale of the defense, how the play kind of happened and they just kind of only jogged to it. That's a big thing is when people start scoring and taking all the kick is up and
you can kind of see they are taking the energy out of the Bulldog defense, and that is huge, and that's something that Dwayne Lee stresses. Don't let up. As we went into the fourth quarter, if you were watching on the video or if you have been here before, they always hold up 4 fingers. That means dominate the fourth quarter, and they are doing that.
One of Coach Lee's little sayings he used to have as well was start strong, finish strong.
73-39, 2:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, we're here in Strawn, Texas. I'm Tommy Wells, joined here on the broadcast by my youngest son, Bobby Wells, and Julie Elrod, being live streamed here on MicroplexNews.com, as well as KATX Radio out of Eastland. Want to appreciate Terry Slavens and Crash Cockburn back in the studio. He's doing all of the hard work while we're out here just running off with the mouth. And I've had to be careful because Julie's going to tell me shut up again. You know?
Real quick, we want to thank the First National Bank of Strawn. They're always sponsoring our games, and we really appreciate it. Thank you. There's their phone number up on our screen. And back to the game.
Yeah, no, true. I want to thank all the sponsors, both for Julie and for the radio station, because without them, we would not be able to bring you these high school football games. There's a kick, and it's going to be covered by Sean Perry for the Bulldogs, right about the 36-yard line. So Bulldogs get a chance here to do something to end this game on a positive note. Again, they are playing without their number one stud, James Yulhorn. James injured earlier in the second half and has not returned to the field.
What's that flag?
And I believe that's what happened. They're going to throw that flag. It may be another one where the ball did not go as far as it needed to go. Oh, it's going to be against Ranger. So unsportsmanlike conduct. That's a big blow, and that's something that I know that head coach Eric Sanchez will not be pleased about. That's something they will definitely work on, and you won't see that when they head over to Azle next week to face Azle Christian. A 15-yard penalty there. That's one of those brutal varieties.
Yeah, you do not want to, as a head coach, as a player, as an offense, you do not want to see the ball moving back even further away.
Bulldogs now into the spread formation. Xavier Moreno in at the quarterback position.
First and 30 for Ranger.
It's a tough way to start any drive. Pitch back to Gilbert. Gilbert, he'll scramble around the side. He's going to be grabbed by the back of his jersey and slung to the ground. And Nick a little slow to get up now. I believe we're going to lose about 4 yards on the play.
We got 2:26 left. Somebody was asking about the time. Y'all probably said it recently, but
no, that's okay, Julie. We will take any help we can get.
Time always seems to be the thing. It's the score and the time.
Yeah. We are about to hit the 2-minute warning for us over here.
And now second, and I think we'd probably have to get maybe to Eastland for a first down. It is quite a distance, maybe 34 yards.
Yeah,
There's a snap. It's a low snap. It's going to roll all the way back to the up back, that being Nick Gilbert. Nick, and only thing he can do is reach down, pick it up, and then just take a knee. And that's going to back them up more.
2 minutes. We are looking at roughly a minute 35 left to play.
Oddly, Bobby, this drive started at the Bulldog 35-yard line. It is now all the way back to the 10. This is not the way you want your offense to go. You want it to go forward, not backward.
Strawn has just been they've been a different beast after the second half. They have been playing lights out second half.
Yeah, and again, you have to give Ranger a lot of credit. They came out and took the game to Strawn here in the first half. The second half is just kind of you can see a little bit of the coaching of the Strawn and how much they have improved.
Unfortunately, you can't help injuries.
Oh, absolutely. James Yorhorn's loss was
huge. You can always say what ifs to, if that person wasn't hurt, you'd win the game. You just you'll never know. We got about 35 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
Fourth down here for the Bulldogs. I think it's fairly safe to say that Ranger will head into their showdown next week with Azle Christian. They will be 2-4. Strawn will improve to 3-4.
There's a snap.
It rolls all the way back in the end zone, and it's going to be a recovered in the end zone for a touchdown, and Michael Barcinas there for the touchdown. He has been all over the field, both offensively and defensively.
If you were looking for an MVP of this game, he would have
to be in the conversation. That is true. 19 seconds left to go here in the contest. Strawn leading 79-39. Leo Della Torre out to try the extra point attempt. There's the snap, and a bad high snap is going to be dropped. Della Torre pick it up, looking down, throws it into the end zone, and it is incomplete. And,
Strawn leads 79-39.
So a 40-point lead here for the Greyhounds.
Anyone not familiar with six-man as well, there's also a 45-point rule that comes with six-man. We may not see it here. I don't think there's enough time for it, but six-man, you can score very quickly.
Yeah, it's a very entertaining game. I always laugh and tease people because I love six-man football, always have. But I always tell them that it's football for those with ADD because it is full blast and changing all the time.
As someone who's played both 11-man and six-man, six-man is a lot faster. But I can also tell you six-man is a lot more enjoyable than 11-man.
And one of the true rumors of six-man football is that these guys don't really hit or block or anything. That I can tell you, these guys are going 100 miles an hour every play, and when they collide, there's hits.
Yeah, 11-man, you can kind of hide. If you can block, you don't got to run. If you're playing six-man, you're doing everything.
Strawn will tee it up. Go ahead, Ms. Julie.
No, I was just going to say something I'm not used to is this season they're playing full games.
Yeah. That kick will be covered by the Bulldogs right around the 27-yard line. Covering it is Nick Gilbert. Again, we want to stress that Rangers' top player, James Yulhorn, left this contest early in the second half and has not returned. I certainly hope that he is not injured and he's able to make his way back for next week's game against Azle Christian. Ranger ranked number 3 here in the independent six-man football rankings. If they finish in the top 4, if they finish either 3 or 4 in the rankings, they would play in the third place game in the state tournament. If they finish either first or second, they would play for the state championship game. Of course, right now, East Texas Homeschool lead is number 1 in the rankings, and they're followed by Keene at number 2. Strawn comes in this game. They were ranked number 23 in the state, and that's a lot of respect there for Coach Lee because if you're 2-4, most times you're not ranked in the top 23. There's a snap, and the Rangers just going to have a penalty there. I think Ranger might have had 7 players on the field.
Ranger has the ball with 19 seconds left remaining in the fourth quarter.
Gordon just finished over Gorman 60-14 with the first open district play with that score.
Congratulations to Mike Reed, head coach over in Gordon. Mike, one of the he's like Dwayne Lee and Nelson Campbell. He is a very, very good six-man football coach. At the back Ranger up 5 yards. That's going to make it 1st and 20 now.
Man, you just hate to see it as the offense. You're just getting loss after loss.
There's the pitch. There's a snap back to the quarterback. He'll turn around and give to Nick Gilbert. Nick will scramble around the left side, and he'll get out to about the 30 before he's dropped. And that might well be the last play of the game here.
And it looks like the clock is about to go off.
And that is indeed it. The Strawn Greyhounds emerge with a 79-39 victory here over the Ranger Bulldogs. Strawn went into the half. They were trailing, but they came out with a torrid second half and really made things go their way. They came out, they got that onside kick, then they turned around and got another one and converted on both. And I think you could just see the momentum shift right when those two things happened. I mean, and it did not help that Yulhorn went out because that certainly crippled Rangers' offense.
Strawn came out and just pretty much dominated the second half. But you can't take anything away from Ranger. Like Ranger, the first half, they were looking amazing. Their offense was moving the ball well. Their defense was stopping Strawn offense. Just something clicked at halftime for Strawn, and they made the adjustments, and they came out and they did what they do. They scored.
That's right. And again, this is something that Ranger can put in their back pocket. I know they're going to walk out of here with a loss, but the Bulldogs showed up. They played with Strawn. They have to take some confidence out of that. You just played with one of the best six-man football programs in the nation, and you did it for a half. So you can take that, turn that into whatever you need to mentally, and head into next week's game and get back on track because you're definitely headed in the right direction.
Yeah. And hopefully the best for Yulhorn. Hopefully he's okay as well for number 2 for the Strawn Greyhounds, Colby Morton. Hopefully he's okay as well. He walked off a little bit earlier. Never saw him return.
Right, and he's a solid player.
Yeah, hopefully.
And it is Strawn, Texas, if a train is passing right next to you while you're doing the mic. So.
Yeah, and the trains have a habit to honk on the horn at you when you're on, when at the football games.
Well, we appreciate everyone joining us here. Appreciate Julie Elrod with Microplex News, and also appreciate Michael Cochran and Terry Slavens, the guru over at KATX Radio. Appreciate them helping bring Friday Night Lights to everyone here. And
thank you, Tommy and Bobby. Y'all did a great job. Enjoyed it. I love all the little trivia and great stuff that y'all bring, the color you bring to the game.
It helps when you're old because you remember that stuff.
From 1920s.
He remembers that, but not much of other stuff. Yeah,
that's right.
The pointless facts is what he remembers.
Hey, I appreciate everyone joining us here. From myself, Tommy Wells, and my youngest son, Bobby, I want to send a shout out. God bless, and you guys have a great weekend. And feel free to contribute and buy me lottery tickets. I'm all good with that.
Buy me the winning one.
Yeah, winning,
please.
Yeah, winning one, please. I don't want none of those losers. So.
We'll be back here in 2 weeks. I can't even tell you who they're playing, but we got a bye next week, so we won't be on the air next week. I get the weekend off, and then the following weekend we'll be back with whoever's starting district play.
They will open district play with Newcastle on the 21st here at Greyhound Stadium.
Have the information. I just
Ranger
show up.
Ranger will head to Azle next week, so Azle Christian on tap. So,
okay.
Hey, again, thanks everyone, and have a great weekend.
Good night, all.